Adam & Sons AC and Heating is a locally owned business. President, CEO, and U.S. Navy veteran Adam Renteria has been certified in HVAC since 2010. Adam is also certified as a home performance specialist through BPI. Adam & Sons offers professional work, excellent quality service with affordable prices. Whether it's commercial or residential, Adam & Sons is the one to call. Contact Adam & Sons AC and Heating at 512-844-2695 or email adamrenteria64air@yahoo.com. Mention you heard this ad on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast and get 10% off your service call.
If you're looking to capture that special moment, let Adrian Gutierrez Photography capture that special moment for you. Whether it's a wedding, birthday, family photo, or any special occasion, Adrian Gutierrez Photography is the right one to turn that special moment into a memory that will last a lifetime. Adrian Gutierrez proudly supports Lockhart Lion Athletics and can be seen at many events in Lockhart, as well as at Lockhart Lions sporting events, offering his time to create special moments for the Lockhart community. You can contact Adrian Gutierrez Photography at 512-227-6794, email adriangutierrezphotography@gmail.com, or his website adriangutierrezphotography.com.
Luling MMA provides a safe and professional martial arts instruction for kids and adults. Head trainer and owner King Webb is a third-degree black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and a first-degree black belt in Taekwondo. Luling MMA offers classes in the sweet science of boxing, Muay Thai, wrestling, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and MMA. With experienced trainers and coaches, Luling MMA provides world-class instruction for those that want to learn for recreation or for competition. Luling MMA is located at 212 North Cypress Avenue in Luling, Texas. For more information about Luling MMA, you can go to their website, www.mmaluling.com.
Kent Riddle Properties has been the main sponsor of the Lions Pride Sports broadcast since 2020, and has been a big supporter of Lockhart Lion Sports for over 40 years. Lockhart Lion fans all over the world have been able to follow the games on the Kent Riddle Properties scoreboard, as well as being the main sponsor of the Lions Pride Sports broadcast. Kent is also the QA guy for every broadcast. Kent Riddle has been in the real estate business for over 35 years. If you are looking to buy, sale, or lease a property in the area, you can contact Kent Riddle at 512-359-0036. Meitler Plumbing LLC is the one to call on for your plumbing service work in Lockhart and Caldwell County. Call Darren Meitler from Meitler Plumbing at 512-398-3146. Darren has been with the family business for over 30 years, and has been voted best plumber in Caldwell County numerous times. Master licensed and bonded. So, for any plumbing issues, call Meitler Plumbing for your plumbing service. Darren Meitler is also a 1989 Lockhart alumni and football captain for Lockhart Lions. Go Lions! Once a Lion, always a Lion.
Old Pal Texas Tavern, located on the square in downtown Lockhart at 100 East Market Street. From a variety of appetizers, fried chicken, burgers, and salads, Old Pal is the right place for your hunger. We're open 7 days a week, Sunday through Thursday, 11 a.m. to 10 p.m., and Fridays and Saturdays from 11 a.m. to 12 a.m. Our kitchen will be open late for Lockhart Lions Friday Night Lights home games. Old Pal Texas Tavern's cold drinks, fried chicken, and famous smash burgers are perfect for your after-game score. At Old Pals, we are proud supporters of the Lockhart Lions and the Lions Pride Sports broadcast. Smoke Texas Barbecue puts smiles on faces. Since 1900, Kreitz Market has been putting smiles on faces with every bite of Smoke Texas Barbecue. Located off of Highway 183 at 619 North Colorado Street in Lockhart, Texas, fifth-generation owner Keith Schmidt continues the tradition of providing the best barbecue in Texas with its award-winning varieties of beef, sausage, and pork meats. All Kreitz Barbecue is post oak smoked to perfection under Pitmaster Roy Perez's watchful eye in Kreitz Market's hallowed brick pits. Let Kreitz cater your party or event. Kreitz can assemble a complete barbecue dinner and sides for any event in Central Texas. To get a quote on catering, Kreitz Barbecue Catering Manager Weston Black can be reached at 512-398-2361. That's 512-398-2361. Kreitz Market opens 7 days a week, Monday through Saturday from 10:30 a.m. to 8 p.m. and on Sundays from 10:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. You can find out more about Kreitz Market on their Facebook page or go to kreitzmarket.com. That's www.kreitzmarket.com.
Shields AC and Heating is a small family-owned business located here in Lockhart, Texas. You can count on us for all your air conditioning and heating repairs. Here at Shields AC and Heating we service commercial and residential HVAC system as well as refrigeration, ice machines and walk-in coolers. So, if you're in need of commercial or residential AC repairs, you can count on Shields AC and Heating to be there for you by calling us at 512-227-1219. We take pride in your comfort.
If you find yourself on the side of the road or in an accident, call Quantum Towing and Recovery at 512-295-8697. Quantum Towing has been a family-owned business since 2000. We offer 24-hour towing and recovery service for your vehicle. With 4 locations to serve you in Kyle, San Marcos, Luling, and Lockhart, Quantum Towing is only a phone call away.
My name is Nathaniel Gonzalez, also known as My Time Gonzalez on the football field.
Same formation.
Same play.
Hand off to Gonzalez. He got room to run across his midfield to the 40, the 30, the 20, 10. End zone, touchdown, Gonzalez.
When I'm not on the football field, I run a small Christian brand with 2 of my friends, Sam Mancius and Gabby Longoria. This allows us to spread our Lord and Savior's message. We make shirts, shorts, sweaters, cut-off hoodies, car decals, and drawstrings backpack. My design is to have a unique verse of your choosing on the back of the shirt or hoodie. If you would like to support Stay Holy, scan the QR code and check out what we have. Or for more info, you can send us an email to stayholy21@gmail.com. If Jesus could do it all, we could try. God bless and go Lions.
Welcome to today's broadcast of Lockhart Lions Sports on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast, brought to you by our main sponsors, Kent Riddle Properties, Kreitz Market and Quantum Towing. And now from the press box with the broadcasting crew of our football analyst, the coach Amato Galvez, color commentary TD Tom Dunn, and the voice of Lockhart Lions Sports Emilio the Sarge Juarez.
And welcome to the beginning of the Kreitz Market pregame show here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast. We got a special interview that we got going on that was ran by the audio video crew out of the Lockhart High School, Coach Mr. Bishop's class. It's a Mavis interview that took place earlier in the week. That's going to be aired on 107.9, but you're going to be able to catch it right here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast. The host of the interview is Jace Forrester, directed by Odell Bishop. Floor director Benjamin Gonzalez, and camera operators Diego Rodea, Matthew Zuniga Zaragoza, and Aiden Carter. And nothing more left to do, but let's start with the interview with Coach Mavis, and then right after that, we'll be back with some more of the Kreitz Market pregame show for Homecoming 2024 right here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast.
Good morning, everyone. This is Jace Forster with Studio 301, and today we're here with Coach Todd Maus of the Lockhart Lions. How you doing today, Coach?
Good, yourself?
Doing pretty good. So we had a tough loss this past Friday to Hendrickson. The youth of the team was on full display that night. What did you have to say to the team to keep them motivated after the game for the rest of the district run?
Oh, we were certainly disappointed in the outcome, and I think once we, watched it, we knew that we could have, probably handled some situational things better, you know. And I mean, it's part of football. It's part of life, you know. Got a lot of district left, got a tough district schedule left. And so, you know, you have to be able to learn from your shortcomings, which, you know, we experienced last Friday. And you got to grow. I mean, there's not really any other options. You know, you can sit there and let it bother you and everything else. And it needs to bother them. I mean, from a disappointment, competitive standpoint, you know, I mean, our outcomes are in our control, you know, and, you know, we work really hard, you know, throughout our whole program to be able to get the outcomes to win. And, you know, when we fall short, you know, we've got to be able to learn from it. And I mean, we've got to move forward.
What are a lot of the things that you, the coaching staff, and the players all saw that y'all could definitely improve on?
You know, I think it's a lot of the stuff that we did a week prior, you know, we didn't do as well last Friday night. You know, so there's, you know, we're far from a finished product, you know. The thing is, it's details and it's just little things, you know. I mean, there's so many times where we have, you know, an opportunity for a big play, and you know, we just need somebody to take not as deep as a path as they took. You know, they take a deep path. Now that kind of slows the play down, and when you're playing an explosive team like Hendrickson, you know, now they make the play. Whereas if we're pulling around or doing something a little bit tighter and we're able to be more efficient on the play, you know, now we break it and it's a huge play, and you think, oh, well, you know, look how successful we are. So, you know, I mean, the margin for error is very, very small in 5A football in general, and especially the district that we play. And so, you know, it's just continuing to refine those little things. I mean, there's so many things that happen in the game of football on any particular play, you know, where your eyes is, how your leverage is, you know, what type of angle you take, you know, all this type of stuff goes into making a football play successful or not, you know. And, you know, usually the teams that are successful are the ones that are operating, you know, on one side of the ball, you know, very, very efficiently, you know, and there were times, you know, in all three phases that we weren't as efficient as we needed to be. Yes,
sir. So, coming from, you know, last year, you had big-time quarterback Ashton, and these past couple years, you were able to rely on him. Now you have a new sophomore quarterback, your son. What do you expect from him for the rest of the season? What can we see from Caden? What can we expect to see from Caden? I mean,
we need to expect his best. I mean, that's what I expect. I don't have any different expectation from him than I do the rest of our players, you know. I mean, tell them all the time, I mean, the hardest thing in life to do is your best every day, you know, and so that's all we can expect from them is their best, you know. And I think that we looked at things, you know, last Friday night that, you know, there was probably some hesitation or maybe lack of focus, and that goes into that wasn't your best on that play, you know, and the results didn't come out great, you know. I mean, he has grown, he's got better as a quarterback, you know. Thought he was a little off on his decision making last Friday, but you know, I mean, he's only in his fourth game of starting, and he's got a lot more in front of him, and he's just got to continue to grow, continue to get better, continue to have high expectation of himself, and you know, continue to progress. And you know, he's done that up to this far, and I'd be surely disappointed if he didn't do it to continue moving forward.
So for the rest of this week, we have homecoming coming up, so there's a lot of festivities going on this week. How do you keep your players focused in on the main goal this Friday night with all the festivities going on?
Well, I mean, I'd say one thing is they're not really worried about all the festivities at 6 a.m. So, you know, there's one thing to worry about, and that's football. So, I mean, it's part of it. I mean, it's what makes it special. You know, it's what makes it unique. I was having a conversation with another coach, you know, this morning that, I mean, it's kind of like an American tradition, you know. I mean, just homecoming and football just kind of go, you know, hand in hand. And I mean, it's celebrated all across the state of Texas at every single high school. And I would imagine, you know, all across the country at every single high school. I mean, colleges have it too. So, you know, it's just part of it. You know, you can't get lost in all of, everything else that's going on, because bottom line is what truly matters is what happens in between the lines at 7:30 on Friday night. So, we've got a job to do, and, our guys need to get back to doing our job as efficiently as possible.
So, leading up to Cedar Creek, what are y'all mostly focused on for this Friday night? What are y'all planning on attacking?
I think the main focus is us. We've got to be able to get back a little bit of the confidence that we may have been shaken. Last Friday we certainly came off a great win against Lehman and had a lot of confidence, and then may have been shaken a little bit against Hendrickson, and so we've got to be able to get a little bit of that back. And how you do it is you just go back to what you do fundamentally. We don't need to go out and be somebody that we're not. We need to be who we are, and our players need to be who they are. We challenge them and ask them, every day in practice and every Friday night to just go out and be the best version of yourself. And I think that's not only a football lesson, but it's really a life lesson for all of us. We need to be progressive and work to be the best versions of ourselves every day. And if we do that, then we're going to continue to move forward and head in the right direction. So, Cedar Creek certainly presents plenty of challenges for us. We've got to be the best versions of ourselves and do our job, whatever's asked of us, on either side of the ball.
Yes, sir. Cedar Creek, similar to Lehman, was they're facing a losing streak right now, like Lehman was last year. So, how important do you find it to look past Cedar Creek, or do you not find that important at all, and you're more focused on Cedar Creek?
We're completely tunnel vision, locked in what our job is on Friday. That's the only thing that matters. I don't even know who we're playing the following week or anything after that. So, it's just tunnel vision and laser focused on what we got, this week. And, there's never any conversations about anything else but, who the opponent is. To me, as I've tried to tell our guys, with some schools that are close and have certainly some relationships, or whatever, they all got a number on their chest and they all play a specific position. So if, number 14 is running back, then that's who he is. He doesn't have a name or anybody else. He's just what you need to do, and what does he do to make you your reads to be successful or whatever. So, we're laser focused on what we got to have in front of us.
I was going to ask you, are you thinking about facing Hayes the next week at all? And just like,
no, we don't even have no idea about what they do or anything else. So
yes, sir.
It's all about Cedar Creek.
How do you feel the new coaching staff is doing so far this season? It's a very new coaching staff. We haven't seen a lot of these coaches ever. I'm just now meeting them for the first time, a lot of them. So how do you feel they're doing this season so far, and what do you think they can improve on?
Yeah, no, I think they're awesome. They're all great men. They all love kids and they all love football, and so when you get those three things in a recipe, you've got a good staff, and I'm very pleased with our staff across the board. That we've hired, at the high school and junior high, and I'll say our entire athletic staff. I know you were probably leaning a little bit more to how our football staff was, but we hired a lot of new coaches this year, and I've just been overly impressed with their work ethic, because number one, I think they love kids. That's the number one thing that we've got to be able to do, and number two, they love their sports and are competitive people. So, I'm pleased. Everybody has an opportunity to be able to grow, and again, I think I mentioned it last week. Part of coaching is we're talking about being efficient of our players on the field. You have to use the same efficiency, in coaching as well, because X's and O's in any sport can get very, very complex, and you can overcoach a lot of stuff. Our job is to make it as simple as possible. So it doesn't matter what I know, in the game of football. It matters what I can teach and what I can coach 14 or 18-year-olds to be able to do. So, being able to take complex ideas and break it down to, things that are very, very simple so that kids can understand and execute at a high level is what coaching is.
And that's definitely a very hard thing to do. How do you feel that your team does as far as soaking that knowledge up, being able to take that in?
I think we still have some room for improvement. It's and that's what you get for a young team. There's always a learning curve in everything that you do, you know. And I think that our guys that have been varsity players in the past, I mean, they you know, we're challenging them to take the next step and play at an elite level, you know, because some of our younger guys that are just now starting to get some varsity reps, you know, are coming along. They were in the same boat whenever they were first-time varsity players too. So, you know, it's just a process you got to work through.
All right. Well, is there any final thoughts you have about this week or about the team at all?
No, I mean, we got to rebound, and we're going to show what kind of maturity and competitiveness that we have. So, you know, I thought we had a good day of practice today, and looking forward to the rest of the week.
Yes, sir. Well, it was nice having you.
All right, man. I appreciate you. Yes, sir. Thank you.
Go Lions.
We're pleased to open you tonight's game between the Cedar Creek Eagles and your fighting Lockhart Lions. Good sportsmanship is one of the primary purposes of educational athletics. Our student athletes recognize that judgment calls by the officials, coaches, and themselves are made in good faith and should be respected. Spectators can support both of these teams by refraining from derogatory or demeaning comments and cheers. An athletic event is a unique opportunity for fans to be a part of a positive learning environment and to model appropriate behavior for our students at all times. Let us remember that this contest is for the recreational and educational benefits of our high school students. Our goal is to teach appropriate conduct to our student athletes through the spirit of competition and fair play. We hope that you will enjoy the game and support all the students participating tonight in a positive and sportsmanlike manner.
All right, we'll go for. Oh, they're about to do the court.
So, ladies and gentlemen, at this time, please welcome your 2024 Lockhart High School homecoming court.
Mic check, testing, 1, 2.
Hold on.
Mine sounds good.
And Barry Pregame. He plays football, and in his spare time, he likes to listen to music, draw, and go thrifting. After high school, he wants to be an engineer and go to UT or college in New Mexico. Hayden Neiman is the daughter of Sandra and James Neiman. She is involved in HOSA, runs cross country, and pole vaults. She enjoys running in her spare time. After high school, she'd like to attend A&M and study to be a neonatal nurse practitioner. The freshman class, Lord and Lady, August Bacon and Hayden Neiman. The sophomore class is represented by the Count and Countess, Nathan Rowland and Soraya Johnson. Nate is the son of Elizabeth Spencer and Jason Rowland. He plays football at LHS, and outside of school, he likes to sleep and spend time with his grandpa out on the ranch. After high school, he would like to try and get a scholarship for football and play at the next level. Soraya Johnson is the daughter of Cassandra and Charles Johnson. She is co-captain for the varsity cheer team. She likes to paint, hang out with her friends, and tumble. After high school, she plans to go to college in the finance or accounting field. The sophomore class, Count and Countess, Nate Rowland and Soraya Johnson. The junior class is represented by the Duke and Duchess, Noel Hymers II and Melanie Suarez. Noel is the son of Noel and Chriselle Hymers. Noel plays quarterback for the Lockhart Lions varsity football team. He is enrolled in and taking EMT courses. In his spare time, he likes to enjoy the outdoors, which includes fishing and hunting. After high school, he is going to attend college and get a degree in fire science to become a firefighter. He has always wanted to help people by serving those in need. Melanie Suarez is the daughter of Chris and Aurora Suarez. She is a varsity cheerleader and assistant drum major for the Roaring Lion Band. In her free time, she helps out with Lockhart CFPO, cheer competition team, goes to youth group at her church every week, and loves hanging out with friends and family. After graduating, she would like to cheer or be in a band in college and work at being a NICU nurse, helping making babies and families. The junior class Duke and Duchess, Noel Hymers II and Melanie Suarez. The senior homecoming court is represented by the following students from the class of 2025. Dalen Darby, Anthony Pancamo, Jackson Owen, Tara Escobedo, Jayla Goodwin, and Evelyn Rodriguez. Tara Escobedo is the daughter of Freddie and Stacy Escobedo. She is involved in the sports medicine program and helps the varsity football team as a trainer. She enjoys hanging out with friends and family and likes to shop. After graduation, she plans to attend Texas State University and major in exercise and sports science to be a physician assistant and one day pursue a master's degree. Dalen Darby is the son of Ellie and Tim Darby. He plays football, is on the powerlifting team, and is an FCA officer. He goes fishing in his spare time and spends time with his grandparents. He plans to attend college to continue his football career, major in kinesiology, and hopefully become a coaching assistant. Jayla Goodwin is the daughter of Tracy Martin and Jeff Goodwin. She is involved in band, is the vice president of student council, treasurer of NHS, the co-captain of UIL academics, and a senior class officer. She enjoys hanging out with friends and working at HTO. She plans to attend Texas Tech University, Reverend Tech. Jackson Owen is the son of Liz and Jeb Owen. He is head drum major of the Roaring Lion Band. He also plays tennis. Outside of school, he loves spending time with his friends, looking after the cattle on his family's ranch, and attending church. After graduating, he plans to attend Texas A&M University with a major in agricultural engineering. He also plans to join the Corps of Cadets and the nationally famous Fighting Texas Aggie Band. Evelyn Rodriguez is daughter of Chilo Rodriguez and Amanda Montani. She is a fourth-year senior softball player, senior class vice president, and LHS sports photographer. She enjoys going to the river when she's not playing travel softball for Bombers, 18 under Lopez. She enjoys taking sports photography surrounding schools, umpiring and coaching for Lockhart Little League. After high school, she plans to major in kinesiology and pursue personal training. Anthony Montgomery is the son of Teresa and Austin Montgomery. He participates in UIL academics, varsity cheer, Air Force Junior ROTC, and student council. He works in the culinary room on the square and serves up their famous banana pudding. After high school, he plans to join the Air Force and work in public affairs. Ladies and gentlemen, it's now time to crown the 2024 Homecoming Princes and Princesses, King and Queen. Your first Homecoming Prince and Princess are Jackson Owen and Jayla Godwin. Your second Homecoming Prince and Princess are Anthony Montgomery and Evelyn Rodriguez. Which means your 2024 Lockhart High School Homecoming King and Queen are Dalen Darby and Tara Escobar. Ladies and gentlemen, your 2024 Lockhart High School Homecoming Court. Congratulations.
And welcome to tonight's broadcast of Lockhart Lions Sports on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast. It is homecoming night for the Lockhart Lions, homecoming 2024. A big congratulations to our homecoming king, Dalen Darby, and our homecoming queen, Tara Escobedo, as they're right now on the floor, on the ground, right there on the field taking pictures. I want to welcome everybody to the broadcast. My name is Emilio Suarez-Juarez. Is going to be bringing you all the live play-by-play action. Man to my left doing the color commentary will be TD Tom Dunn, and our football analyst for Friday Night Football, the one and only, the coach Amado Galvez. And QAing for us tonight, as always, Kent Riddle, making sure that we sound good and look good for all you Lockhart Lions fans all around the world. And for tonight's broadcast, all you Cedar Creek Eagle fans that may be tuning in, welcome to the broadcast. We're going to kick things off right away as we have the Mr. Crowley from the Lockhart Lion Roaring Band.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, how you doing today, sir? Thank you for joining us.
I'm great. Thanks, Sarge.
And
Go ahead and tell us your full name and what your actual title.
Yes. Well, a lot of folks from Lion Nation know me as Mr. Crowley, the band director. I was the band director for 5 years here in Lockhart, and now I'm taking over the role of Director of Fine Arts for Lockhart ISD, which is a great a commitment that our district and our board has made to fine arts in Lockhart, and I'm just happy and proud to be our first Director of Fine Arts.
And welcome. You've done a tremendous job with the Roaring Band. Talk about some of the things that y'all been working on this year to prepare yourselves for competitions.
Yeah, we have a great showing of support whenever your broadcasts are happening, whenever we're having these football games. There's always close to 200 fine arts students attending those events between the band and color guard, and of course our dance program, the Lionettes, and even on home games when our great Lockhart choir joins you. So it's just a great way to bring the whole campus together and collaborate over these great events. This is the most visible event in our town in so many ways, and we're just so proud to be out here every week with the football team and then the athletics. We have a great relationship with them, and it just creates this great environment we have here at Lions Stadium.
Yeah, I do want to clear something up. Of course, they moved the band towards the south end zone behind the goalpost. First year, a lot of people kind of were upset because the balls were getting kicked over there and said, "Oh, it's the safety of the band." How much fun is it for them to be out there to possibly catch a field goal?
Right.
I tell you, it's interesting. We were worried the same. Really, what's going on over there is our programs have grown so much that it was taking up such prime real estate here on the home side.
Yeah.
And Coach Mabus and I were coming up with creative solutions about how this could get worked out, and we're just, we thought we could put it down there. And, it is interesting to remember before we play that Lockhart Lion fight song, we got to get our hands up.
Right.
And, so hands before we play.
And got to remember, as a receiver and a band member, you got to watch that ball all the way into your hands, too.
That's right.
That's good coaching. That is superior coaching.
I wait all year for one to find a sousaphone,
just
thunk right in it.
Yes, sir. But they have a blast down there going for those extra points, and it really puts them as part of the experience too. When they run down there, especially into that south end zone, and the Lions score, man, it charges everybody up. So yes, sir.
That's awesome. I like that they did move them out there. Not like you said, it takes up a lot of prime real estate over here on the home side, but I'm pretty sure they like it down there more than what they over here. And plus, when they're playing our fight song, it's going to go all the way through the stadium as it does. So
it rings. Yeah, we try to be as loud as we can. That's why they call them roaring. Hey, I wanted to mention, if it's okay, they start the band starts their competitive season tomorrow at Texas State University. They have a Bands of America regional championship they've entered. It's really a peak performance. It's really ambitious for an early season show before we get started with UIL.
Yes.
So good luck to those guys. Band and color guard competing tomorrow, and also I wanted to mention that our dance team, of course, the famous Lionettes, are kicking it up a notch this year. They have entered the TDEA, Texas Dance Educators Association, fall evaluation, and they are one of about 50 programs in Central Texas who are going to be entering these events this fall, and it's a pilot program for a possible future UIL drill team competition, which would be an amazing thing to add for those guys. So good luck to all of our fine arts teams this fall.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Best of luck, and hopefully a lot more to come in the future for our roaring band.
Does the theater fall under your spectrum as well?
It does.
I asked because my daughter is in theater, and we talk about all the kids that are out here performing as part of fine arts. All those theater kids definitely make sure to show up in the student section down there for these games. But maybe a little bit about what's upcoming for theater for the year.
Yes, sir. We have so many wonderful programs, theater being one of them. They're coming off a year where they advanced to the region level for their one-act play contest, which is a huge UIL event in the springtime. The theater department is getting things kicked off here in Lockhart in the month of October with our children's show, which is entitled The Somewhat True Tale of Robin Hood. We're going to invite our elementary schools, our junior high, and, of course, the public over to see their children's show. They'll follow that up with a drama at some time in the December month, and then they get started with that one-act play, which is great. Some other programs that fall into the fine arts program are the orchestra program. I mentioned choir, of course. We have a state-renowned visual arts program as well. They achieved the TAEA District of Distinction this year, which is the highest award for visual arts in Texas. They'll have their contest for UIL level in springtime as well. And we are so pleased also to announce recently we've begun the process of setting up our Lockhart Lion Mariachi program, which will just be
That's awesome.
an
That's
amazing addition to our fine arts as well.
That's very. I was at Hayes ISD before I came back home to Lockhart, and they had an awesome mariachi program. It was like I thought kids would be embarrassed to sign up for that, but there was a waiting list to sign up. It was just, and they started middle school. They started middle school and all the way to high school, and it's a fantastic program. It was like, wow, I couldn't believe it.
Just like when you start any program, you got to roll it out right. So there's somewhat of a soft opening this year. There's going to be some kids getting together after school with our newly hired orchestra / mariachi director, Mr. Brian Benavides.
Okay.
And we can expect the full Mariachi Leones experience starting in the fall of 2025, and that's accompanied by a great new facility that's being built right now in the Fine Arts Wing, thanks to...
I see it. The progress has been made there.
Yes, sir. Thanks to the bond.
Real quick story. I was at Lehman High School one year, and I come back from lunch, and they see a big mob. I said, oh, it's a fight. Let me go over there and see what I can do. No, it was a mariachi group. What they do, they go and serenade every teacher that has a birthday. That day, they go and serenade. They go to the classroom and serenade. And the kids are going crazy. They were like rock stars. Like, wow, yeah, hey, Jose, good job. Hey, play this, play that. And you're like, wow. I was fascinated. It was just, I never forget that.
I'm so looking forward to the same thing happening here, Coach. That's well said, and thanks for sharing that.
Oh, yeah. Before we let you go, because I know it's a busy day today with homecoming, is there any final things you would like to say before we get to the Youth Spirit Clinic group that's out here getting ready to prepare?
Yeah, the Spirit Clinic is a great opportunity for our dance teams. You can see on your feed there the Varsity Lionettes, of course, and the JV Legacies, along with more than 90 students who signed up for our junior clinic this year. So we hope one day they can join up with the high school dance team as well, sir.
Oh, yes. So once again, want to thank you, Mr. Crowley, for coming on the air with us. A lot of great information. Best of luck for the rest of the year with your band, and bring home as many awards as possible.
Oh, we will, sir. Yes.
And anytime we're here to help you. Anytime if you need to come back on again, you're more than welcome. And I know we talked numerous times in the hallway, and you first approached me about coming on. I said, heck yeah, we'll get you on.
Yeah, you got any information you want to pass along?
Yeah, well get it
out. By all
out.
means, get it to us and we'll get it out.
Yeah, just keep your eye on lockhartisd.org/parents/fine-arts. I know it's a long one, but if you just Google Lockhart Fine Arts, you can find our calendar events. You can find all the information about our programs as well.
All right. Well, thank you very much.
Thank you for being here, and thank you for being one of our listeners.
Oh, it's our pleasure. I can't get enough of you guys. So
all right.
doing what you're doing.
Thank you.
Go Lions. Yeah, go Lions.
And once again, that was the band director, Mr. Crawley.
Fine arts director.
Yeah, fine arts
Former
director.
band director.
And here we go. We got the Spirit Clinic dance going on. We'll turn off our headsets and turn off the crowd mic and enjoy.
Thank you to all who came out last Saturday and tonight. Give it up one more time for all the amazing performers.
And welcome back to the Kreitz Market pregame show here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast. Of course, want to give another big shout out to our homecoming king and queen for homecoming 2024. Dalen Darby, homecoming king, and Tara Escobedo, homecoming queen for 2024.
You did a better job than I did.
Yeah. And Darby was just our guest here in our JV game a couple weeks ago, and I guess we brought him good luck, Sarge.
Well, folks, we got a big game this week. This is Lockhart versus Cedar Creek. They're our closest geographical rival. I mean, although for it to be a rivalry, usually
I still call them Bastrop.
Both teams, need to win for it to be a rivalry. But it has been a heated week between the students of both schools talking trash back and forth, and I know I've talked to a lot of students at Lockhart, and they're fired up. The student section is going to be absolutely pumped tonight at homecoming. And they're ready to get out here and beat Cedar Creek.
I guess they want to be our rival.
Oh, yeah. Now, one thing Lockhart has to prevent happening, last year, Lehman was in a 28-game losing streak. Lockhart went to Bob Shelton Stadium, and Lehman came out with a victory.
You better knock on some wood.
Yeah, Cedar Creek working on a 29-game winning streak.
Losing streak.
Yeah, losing streak. Now, Coach, what are you doing? What's the keys to victory, offensive, defensively, to make that 29-game losing streak into a 30-game losing streak?
You definitely don't look at the opponent's record.
Yeah.
And you watch. That's one week you tell the players don't watch too much film, because you're going to get overconfident. You're going to think, oh, these guys, are terrible. It's not. It's time to just shut it off. Go out and work on your fundamentals and execute your game plan. And if Lockhart could do it, we had a little success last week running the football. We need to continue that. We need to get the ball to Gonzalez and Rowland, and that will open up the passing game. And defensively, we missed a lot of tackles last week. Definitely need to wrap up and make those tackles this week.
Yeah, and Coach mentioned, TD, that the running game hasn't been all that great as it was the previous years, which is probably what most defenses have been focusing on, especially with a new quarterback in Caden Mavis. How important is it for Lockhart to establish the run and the passing?
Well, it's super important, and we've seen what both can be at different times. What we need to see is it all come together, right? We need to see the running game work to open up the passing game. We've seen big passes and we've seen big runs, but they come at separate times, and they're divided by 3-and-out drives. Lockhart needs to find some consistency in running the ball tonight, establish the run early, and then I think, if we can establish the run in the first half, could have a huge second half for Mavis and his wide receivers as this Cedar Creek team is a little bit thin in the back end, and when it comes to size, Lockhart with Deutsch definitely has the advantage on the outside, and he could be looking at a big game tonight if Lockhart can establish the run early, and then the front line giving Mavis time to throw. Even though he's a sophomore, he shows a lot of maturity and does a really good job of checking and going through his progressions as he's dropping back to pass on the field. And the line has given him a lot of time, and I think that'll be important tonight too, that they give him time to throw the football. And if they do, I think he's going to find his receivers and maybe have the biggest night passing of the year if they can get that run going early.
Yeah, one player that I'm looking forward to watching and probably having a big night tonight is a slot receiver for the Lockhart Lions, Wes Abel. He's not that big of a guy, but he's just as fast and just as athletic as Gage Deutsch on the outside.
Keep waiting for that breakout game. You feel it like it's coming. Every time you feel like it's coming. Hasn't quite happened yet. He's caught some big passes, but he's yet to go over 100 yards receiving on the year, and who knows, tonight, could be the night, because you got to think Cedar Creek's, they're not going to put Deutsch in man-to-man against this secondary. They're going to have safety help over the top for him all night, which, could open it up underneath for Wes Abel. We'll do a quick shout-out before he takes off on us to Mr. Adam Renteria.
Our third quarter sponsor, Adam & Sons AC Heating third quarter. Of course, a happy belated birthday. Got a chance to speak with Adam, I guess during the freshman game yesterday. So he's up here in the press box, stopping by to say hi. Either that or enjoying the AC that we have inside of here.
He's making sure it's
making sure that it's right. If not, I'm pretty sure we'll get to him and say, hey, Adam, hook us up, bro.
Well, speaking of it being cool, it certainly has cooled down a little bit, and it feels a lot more like Texas football weather, whereas we've been kicking off at 98, 99 degrees. Tonight we're going to kick off, and it's going to be 84 degrees.
Wow.
Yes, and real quick, I do want to have a show us a little slideshow of the tailgate party that they had down here. Of course, last couple Last time it was Mr. Richard Abada himself, the king of tailgaters, but take a look at the pictures. Look at how many people showed up for it.
Oh, yeah, it's growing. It's growing, and we want it to keep growing each week. You know, I think this is just a little bit of what it can be. I told him, I said, I want it to be, you know, get so successful and have so many people out there that eventually, you know, it's like Longhorn tailgating where you got to buy a spot, you know, or have your spot reserved. But
come the day before.
That's right. That's right. Well, and I tell you, Richard and his crew, they come early. You know, I don't show up till about 4:30, 5 o'clock. As you can see me there standing at the table with the Diablos. I don't come till a little later. They come out here at 2, 3 o'clock.
Yeah, right after lunch. Right after lunch,
early.
They started setting up.
And they got lots of good food each week. I'm bringing Diablos each week, so feel free to come out and check out the tailgate. Even if you don't plan on going into the game, that tailgate will be out there for every home game, and it's growing each week. And what I just love is, you know, everyone's cooking different things and kind of doing it's like there's trade going on, right? Like I'm trading some Diablos for some brisket, you know. But I love it. It's a great environment out there and good fans, and I think it's exactly what this town, this football team needs.
Oh, most definitely. And, of course, I had a big plate that I brought up here, and I was telling Coach when he came up here, I was getting ready to take a nap.
That's right. So, if you hear us snoring in the third quarter, you don't know why. One too many sausage wraps. Well, I tell you what, looking down on the field, you know, homecoming is a special night. It's a special environment. You know, it's a time where people who haven't been here, you know, sometimes in years come back home for this football game, and the community shows up strong. And I love that they did the little Lionettes dance thing today. I mean, look at all those girls just lined up.
Future Lionettes,
cheerleaders, for the football players legacies. To run out. That's awesome. But, yeah, homecoming certainly is special, especially here in Texas. You know, we take it very seriously. And tonight you got the Cedar Creek Eagles coming into Lockhart's turf, and Lockhart will be looking to mop the floor with them and get out of here with a big
This is going to be Lockhart's second week playing with homecoming festivities as they played last week against Hendrickson, and it was Hendrickson's homecoming. Lockhart wasn't their night that last Friday night, but, you know, they look past that. Well, not past it, but move forward on to tonight where their homecoming festivities take on the Cedar Creek Eagles and hopefully come out with a big victory before heading off to their third homecoming in a week at Hayes at Bob Shelton Stadium, but still got a lot of business to take care of here tonight.
Well, the Lockhart homestands are pretty full. Yeah, they're just about full up to the top. I don't think it'll be much time at all before you see Lockhart's fans start to spill over to the visitor side over there. You know, it's funny. I believe Robert Cuellar shared today a clip from the 96 homecoming game. And what's incredible is just how packed the stands were. And it's not just the stands. If you look in that clip, the stands are full, and that's the stands that we're, you know, kind of looking at on the far side over there. They were full, but all the area around the field was full of people too. And we're slowly starting to trek back towards that way with the support that we see from the community.
Oh, yeah. Right now I got a message from the Lockhart Athletic Booster Club. We'd like to extend a heartfelt thank you to our their major sponsors this season, First Lockhart National Bank, Rise Broadband, and La Cantera Restaurant located on East Walnut Street. They also want to give a big shout-out to their fantastic vendors, Dakota Tech TX, JJ and Doc Shaved Ice, Mara's Lemonade Stand, and Richard Ibarra from Homeside Tailgate. They're here to make your game day even better. Don't forget to visit our concession stand on the south side of the bleachers and check out the merchandise table at the north entrance. Get your Lockhart gear today. Remember, all proceeds go back to our student athletes, senior scholarships, and the Lockhart Athletic Department.
And while we're doing shout-outs and sponsors, I want to do a special shout-out and thank you to the sponsors of the Lockhart High School fall ball teams. First, Lockhart National Bank sponsoring the varsity team and then sponsoring the JV team. We have a group of great people that came together to give their money to make sure that these girls were able to play fall ball free of charge, and that's going to be Miss Bonnie Hazlett, Miss Brenda Playfair, and then Robert and Jess Cuellar, all donating to make sure these girls are able to play fall ball free of charge.
That's great. And a big thank you is to our dedicated board members, President Mark Mattis, Vice President Solomon Key, Treasurer Jaime Guerra, and Secretary Miss Bobby Lacomia. Together, we are making a difference for our students and community. If you'd like to join our team as a sponsor, please reach out to us at lockhartabc@gmail.com. Together, let's support our Lockhart athletes.
And the Athletic Booster Club, it does not just celebrate and work with football. They work with all sports. They run the concession stands, whether it's basketball, volleyball, softball, baseball, football. I mean, you can't say enough about the hours that these volunteers put in. Really, just to keep the concession stands going alone is a huge undertaking. Yeah. So they can use all the help they can get. They can use any donations they can get. If you're interested in donating to the Athletic Booster Club, you can find them on Facebook. We'll share on our Facebook in the upcoming days a link to their Facebook and where you can go to volunteer and or help out the Athletic Booster Club. And it looks like we are done with the fight songs and just about ready for the national anthem as the Lockhart High School Choir is assembled at midfield and the color guard.
I wonder we're going to get the players out on the field first. But first, let's go around the district. District 12 5A Division 1 games on tap for tonight. It is Pflugerville-Hendrickson Hawks at Pflugerville-Weiss at the field. And it's College Station A&M Consolidated at Nelson Field taking on the Anderson Trojans. And at Cougar Stadium at College Station, Kyle Lehman Lobos take on the Cougars. That's going to be a 7:30 p.m. start. And one game underway right now. It's Hendrickson Hawks versus Weiss Wolves. First quarter, 7:25 left to go in that first quarter. It is Wolves 7, Hawks 0.
That's a game that I'm probably most interested in tonight to kind of see how it goes because it'll help to gauge the rest of the district as obviously Lockhart we got our butts whooped pretty good last week by Hendrickson up there at the field, and everything you hear is that Weiss is really good as well. I can't recall where they were picked to finish in the district. Of course, tough district, but from everything I've heard, Weiss is probably an early favorite to maybe win the district as far as how they're performing. They're blowing out everybody.
I think College Station and A&M played for the district title last week.
Yeah.
And whoever, I can't remember who came out on top, but they'll probably be first place and second, third between the other team and Weiss.
I wonder, has Weiss played either one of those teams yet in their schedule?
They beat A&M.
Consolidated?
No, they lost to A&M. I'm sorry.
Yeah, players are getting warmed up. We'll see them come out of the tunnel here in just a few minutes. Once again, thank you for joining us for homecoming from Lockhart Lion Field. General Gary Bunch Stadium.
Keep your fingers crossed the scoreboard is working.
Yeah.
As you can see on the ticker on the bottom, we're about 7 minutes from kickoff in what we expect to be a huge game for the Lockhart Lions. If you're just now joining us, there was all kinds of drama this week between students of both schools. You know, the students of Cedar Creek taking to social media and letting Lockhart know just how they felt, and some of Lockhart doing the same. But boy, they traded a lot of stuff back and forth, and I think it's created a lot of fire under these Lockhart players for this game. Who they did a great job of kind of not falling into it, and I think they're ready to do their talking on the field tonight.
They sure are. And at the beginning of the broadcast, we had an interview with Coach Mavis that was conducted by Mr. Bishop Studio 301 class. It was hosted by Jace Forrester, directed by Odell Bishop, the teacher, floor director Benjamin Gonzalez, and camera operators Diego Rodea, Matthew Zuniga Zaragoza, and Aiden Carter. And it was a great interview. And each week we will have an interview to start the broadcast off, and it's very interesting. Very, very good interview run by the students, overseen by Mr. Bishop. Of course, Mr. Bishop and his audio video crew will be traveling with us to Hayes next week to Bob Shelton Stadium. You're going to get some great video from them as we broadcast that game. As they give us video for each and every single home game, hopefully we'll be able to turn them into a road crew with us. But tonight we got an exciting game. A football game as the Lockhart Lions are looking to go 2-1 in district, and the Cedar Creek Eagles looking to go 1-1 and breaking that 29-game losing streak that they have going on right now. But I think Lockhart's going to be up for the task, and going to be a good night here in the broadcast booth for us as well. Once again, my name's Emilio Sarge-White. Is going to be bringing you all the live play-by-play action. TD Tom Dunn to my left with color commentary. The coach, Amado Galvez, our Friday football analyst, and Kent Riddle, QAing for us tonight, making sure that we sound good and look good. And at halftime, coming up to join us for a halftime interview is going to be the one and only, the superintendent of Lockhart Independent School District, Mr. Mark Estrada.
The soup.
Yeah, the soup. He's going to have a lot of information, especially we'll be talking about what's going to be taking place on Monday afternoon, as there will be a safety and security meeting going on at the GoPack, and he'll talk a little bit about that. And, of course, he reached out and asked if people cannot make it to this meeting, if Lions Pride Sports Broadcast could be there to broadcast it for those that cannot attend. And, of course, we said yes, and more than happy to do that. But if you're able to attend it, by all means, attend it. It's going to be a lot of information that's going to be handed out. And who knows, they might open it up on the floor for questions and answering.
I was going to say, I'm sure you'll have an opportunity to ask questions.
So that's going to be at the GoPack this Monday, September 30th, starting at 6 p.m. So if you're able to attend it, please. And if not, you'll be able to catch it right here on the Lions Pride Sports Broadcast. On our Facebook page, you'll be able to catch that.
Probably with comments turned off.
Yeah. And speaking of comments, for everybody that's tuning in and watching, please, if you're going to make a comment, keep it respectable. Please don't put any vulgar language in there. Don't degrade a student athlete, a coach, the officials, whatever you may want to say. Tom, we might make an exception for that, but no, but please keep it respectable. If you can't keep it respectable, your comment will be removed, and you may be banned from this broadcast and possibly every other broadcast here on the Lions Pride Sports Broadcast.
It's like Squint said on Sandlot, forever.
Yeah, now you're going to want me to go watch that movie tonight.
Well, we can see they've got the homemade homecoming-style paper banner out. I love when they still do the paper banner.
All right, what does it say? Can't hide our Lions.
Can't hide our Lions.
Yeah.
That's great.
And it looks like we're going to have looks like a small breeze on the north side, but the flag on the south side ain't blowing at all.
That's one evening I'm regretful that we're inside because the weather out there is just beautiful.
It sure is.
It's fall Texas football weather.
Almost makes me want to volunteer to go on the visitor side as we did our first year, TD.
Oh, I loved it. I loved it right up until you're freezing to death.
Man,
December or November and
that Tybee game.
That
Tybee game did it for us. Good thing that was the last game we had to do outside in the wintertime at least, until we came across. Was it at Legacy Stadium? No, Victoria West.
Yeah,
Victoria West, where we had to broadcast from outside. But, hey, we were used to it.
It's probably turned out better than we were outside.
I enjoyed it.
It was great. It was
throwback.
Great. Yeah.
I like being out there with the stands. For the folks of you at home that don't know, we broadcast from the booth. It's got awfully thick glass, and while we can hear some to our crowd mic, it's very different than being sitting in the stands because it's kind of a noise-canceling booth, so you don't hear the hits. You don't feel that big impact, and that's something that I definitely enjoy about watching high school football is being able to feel the pulse of the game.
Oh, yeah. So while we wait for the teams to come out, we got a couple of giveaways. We'll post up the flyers here in a little bit. But if you want to have an opportunity to win free tickets to the next home game, which is going to be against Pflugerville Weiss here at Lions Stadium, or if you want to enter your name into the Ride in Style for the final road game of the year, all you got to do is in the comment section type in the words double play, and you'll be entered into both contests. Of course, real quick, our Ride in Style winners, Lucky Lion winners, our first winner was Val Beza de Leon. Second winner was Amanda Ramirez. If you want to have an opportunity to put your name on the number 3, 4, or 5, all you got to do is type in the comment section, double play, and you'll be entered into the contest. And here come the Lockhart Lions.
Well, and it's like Six Flags over Texas. They got tons of flags this week. And see Gage George carrying my favorite flag. That's the flag of the great Republic of Texas.
And here come the Cedar Creek Eagles.
Not very many numbers. Some numbers for Cedar Creek. Small squad.
Yeah, they about got the same numbers as Lockhart.
Well, Lockhart will definitely have the size advantage in this game as we were able to kind of look at the teams before the game as the players take a knee for a prayer.
One quick comment, Sergeant TD. Lockhart has never lost to Cedar Creek, and I don't expect them to lose to them tonight. I expect the seniors to have a big game tonight and go Lions.
Oh, yeah. And then speaking of Lockhart Lions versus Cedar Creek, yesterday the junior varsity squad defeated Cedar Creek at Cedar Creek by a final 27-0. And here at Lions Stadium, the freshmen picks up their first victory as well as the JV squad of the season and handled business against Cedar Creek by a final of 40-7.
That was a great win.
That was a great win. As a matter of fact, last night the Kreitz Market offensive player of the game went to an entire offensive squad, and your Quantum Towing defensive player went to the entire defensive squad. It was so hard to determine. We could not single one person out from another.
That's what you call a team win.
And a big team win it was.
I love something I just saw down there. So Caden Mavis, the quarterback for Lockhart, went down, and he stood for a moment by one of the little future Lionettes, and she was just looking up at him like, wow, a real football player. I mean, you could just see her face. She was like, oh, my gosh.
All right, we're going to turn off our headsets and turn up the crowd mic for the national anthem.
And now, singing our national anthem by the Lockhart High School Choir. Lockhart High School Choir is directed by Mrs. Caitlin Sani.
Great job there by the Lockhart Choir.
As always.
And Mr. Rob Ortiz, as always, PA announcer for the stadium here, doing a great job introducing everybody.
That's one of those voices you could be deaf and still know who it is.
Well, tonight's the night where he earns his money, even though he's not paid. But tonight's the night he earns it on homecoming. It's an awful lot if you do the PA announcing to do homecoming night between the homecoming court, the little ladies, and then everything
I
else.
wish he'd do the PA for the JV game when his son plays.
Oh,
I'm sure he'd probably get too busy.
He's too busy being a parent at that time.
Being a coach.
Gentlemen, before we get to the coin toss, we got a special happy birthday to hand out. As one Raymond Ramos, the father of a school board member, Renee Rios, he's turned 78 today.
All right.
And Renee says, to the coolest dad and best grandfather for my son, Raymond Ramos, thank you, Dad, for everything that you do for us. Thank you for being such a great role model for me and your grandson, Zeke. May you be blessed with many, many more. You know, happy birthday, Mr. Rios.
Happy birthday, definitely. Hopefully we'll get you a win.
And captains are headed out to the middle of the field. Captains for Cedar Creek are going to be number 3, Ivan Lopez. He's a senior defensive back. Number 1, Dakota Baker. He's their top wide receiver. And I'll get you the other 2 in just a moment when I can see the numbers. And Sarge will get your Lockhart captains for you.
We got number 21, my time, Nathaniel Gonzalez. Number 75, Sal Hinojosa. Number 1, Gage Deutsch. And number 55, Dylan Ovalle. 2 juniors and 2 seniors. And, of course, once again, a big shout-out to Dalen Darby, number 62, homecoming king, and Tara Escobedo, homecoming queen.
Rumble, big man, rumble.
Yes.
Good to see an offensive lineman win something, right?
Oh,
TD.
it's awesome. It's awesome. It's my absolute favorite. One of the other captains out there I was able to spot. It's going to be number 5, Joseph Redmond, the junior defensive back. And there's one more captain I'll get for you. And the final captain is going to be number 4, Dylan Dubé. And he is going to be a senior quarterback and defensive back. I think Dubé will probably get the start today for Cedar Creek Eagles, though he has not been the starter all year. Their starter, number 11, junior quarterback Blaze Orr, is out for the game tonight.
And Lockhart's going to be defending the north zone. And Cedar Creek
fired
will
up.
be defending the south zone. Lockhart Lions going to be wearing the white bottoms with the maroon top, black helmets, while the Cedar Creek Eagles will be wearing the blue bottoms, white shirts, white helmets.
And these are those new black helmets that were introduced last year. I absolutely love the flat black helmets. They're beautiful.
They also like the white helmets with the maroon lion on it, too.
Man, I like those. That makes me feel like when I played. We had the LL on our helmets. We didn't have a line. We had LL.
And the Lockhart Lions will be kicking the ball off to start the game, as the deep man will be for the Cedar Creek Eagles back to their 22-yard line. Expecting a short kick.
That's going to be Dakota Baker and Dylan Dubé back there deep. Or I'm sorry. That looks like it's going to be number 21, Ryan Cavazos.
Cavazos.
Maybe not 21.
Yeah,
maybe
yeah. It's whited. And it's going to be a line drive kick. Caught by Dakota. He'll bring it up through the middle.
Ooh, good return.
Yeah, nice little return.
Still going.
And finally going to be brought down. They're saying that it was a fumble.
Yeah, he put the ball on the ground, but he was able to turn around quickly and get back on it. Cedar Creek going to have great starting field position tonight, as we'll get our first look at the Lockhart defense, and they're led in the middle by linebackers Santiago Guerra and Joseph Zarita.
And want to welcome y'all to the Quantum Towing first quarter here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast as we get things started. 1st and 10 for the Cedar Creek Eagles. Got 2 men in the backfield. Man in motion, a handoff to the running back coming around the near side, and trying for a double reverse, and also with a flea flicker attempt. And the Lockhart Lions are going to come up with the football. A little bit of trickery backfires.
Well, and where that play started and went well for Lockhart was off the penetration that Malik Hill got.
Yes.
He got in there right away and just disrupted the whole rhythm of the reverse. The reverse is something that you cannot do with a good rhythm and timing, and Malik Hill got in there right away. And I was about to try to announce the rest of the defense for you, and just like that, they take the ball away, and Lockhart starts off their first possession at the Cedar Creek 34-yard line.
And Cedar Creek trying to get something going. They've haven't had much success on offense. They're trying a little trick play there to start the ball game.
And the Lockhart Lions will have the ball. 1st and 10. Mavis looking to drop back. Kind of a mishandle on the football. That was going to be caught on the far side. It'd be good enough for about a 9-yard gain.
Well, it looked like he tried to throw it, and the guy wasn't open, so he reloaded and threw it again.
Yeah, and he definitely found him on the second one. That is, I think that's Julian White on the catch. Yep, Julian White.
Julian White on the far side.
Senior wide receiver.
And we got Abel and Deutsch here on the bottom side. My time Gonzalez in the backfield, offset to the right side of Mavis. And looking to his right. Throws a pass out there, a little wobbly pass on almost picked off.
And Mavis took a good hit as he let that one go.
A little bit of a late hit there, I think.
Yeah, and that's a second play in a row we've seen Mavis kind of, maybe like he's having trouble getting a handle on a football. Give him one of those used footballs. Get that slick one out of here. And that'll bring up 3rd down and 3. And that was number 30, who almost had the interception on the coverage. That's going to be Elijah Fector.
Inside handoff to Gonzalez. He'll pick up the 1st down and more. Sidestepping as he goes to the line of scrimmage inside the 10 for a big 1st down.
Good balance there by Gonzalez.
And we'll see Gonzalez get a break. Gonzalez will get a short break, and Lockhart will bring in number 3, Nathan Rowland. He was a member of the homecoming court. Nathan Rowland, just a young sophomore on this team, comes in at running back.
Let's take a look at that last play.
And Lockhart goes to their big package here. They've got 2 tight ends in the game. This will be a quarterback run. Ooh.
Yes.
Okay, Lockhart tried their own trickeration as they brought Wesley against the formation, and Wesley Abel gets the ball, and Cedar Creek was not fooled.
Was not at all.
Loses a yard on that one, or a couple. Lockhart's back out to the 15 with 2nd and goal.
And it always seems like the guy that did the handoff should have kept it. There would have been more running room for him.
Yeah, it did look good, and I was following Mavis with my eyes. Good fake because I didn't notice he handed it off. He'll be in the pistol formation this time with Rowland behind him. He'll fake the ball to Rowland. Bootleg going out to the right. Looking for a receiver. Decides to turn upfield and get what he can. And Mavis is able to scrounge 3 or 4 yards out of that one. He's going to set Lockhart up with 3rd and goal from the 12-yard line. And I'd say no matter what, Lockhart's got to get some points here.
And we do got a field goal kicker that could put the points on the board. With it being 3rd down and go to go from about the 12-yard line. He'll hand it off. Well, Mavis will keep it himself, coming around the right side, following a nice block of Deutsch.
So close.
It was a good job by Deutsch blocking downfield. Mavis just not quite able to get around him. He did get the ball down to the 7-yard line. And I don't see the kicker coming in, so it looked like Lockhart will be going for it, 4th and goal.
There was a penalty flag thrown about the 11-yard line. That's going to go against Lockhart.
Well,
it's going to be
at least
holding.
Get another shot. It'll bring it back, but they'll get one more shot. Lockhart hoping to go quick. Maybe they won't step the penalty off.
And they'll decline the penalty, so that'll make it 4th down and go to go from the 7.
And Lockhart is going to go for it as they bring My Time and Malik Hill into the game. So Lockhart will have 2 tight ends in the game. They'll have both Malik Hill as well as Parker Connor in there.
Look for this one to go to Connor.
We did see that last year in this situation, a little end-around trickery. And that pass in the flat has been there for Connor as well.
There we go, 4th down and go to go from the 7. Mavis gets a snap, and he'll go around his right side, following his entire line.
Oh,
and
close.
He's going to be shy of the end zone, and he runs into the referee.
Looks like he was out right around the 1-yard line, and that's where they'll turn the ball over, and Cedar Creek will take over with their back to their own end zone.
Timeout, official timeout for the check on the official. Got run over.
Take a look at that last play. Yeah, stepped out of bounds right around the 2.5-yard line.
The official took a big hit from Mavis.
Yes,
there.
he did. Needs to work on his back pedal.
They're checking him out on the sideline, so the teams will run over their prospective sides and take advantage of it.
While they go through their official timeout, we'll take a quick timeout too. We'll be right back with some more Lockhart Lion football right here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast.
If you find yourself on the side of the road or in an accident, call Quantum Towing and Recovery at 512-295-8697. Quantum Towing has been a family-owned business since 2000. We offer 24-hour towing and recovery service for your vehicle. With 4 locations to serve you in Kyle, San Marcos, Luling, and Lockhart, Quantum Towing is only a phone call away.
And we are back with 8:45 left to go here in the Quantum Towing first quarter. It's 1st and 10 for the Eagles. Ball is at the 2-yard line. Quick throw out here to the near side. Nice room to run. And that's going to be enough for a 1st down for the Eagles. Nice catch and run by number 82, Caleb Dowell. And that'll take the shadow of the scoreboard or the end zone.
Get them out from under pressure for sure.
Dylan Dubé in that quarterback. Gets the snap, drops back. Another quick throw out here to the near
Ooh.
sideline and a big hit.
Didn't wrap up, though.
Yeah, big
That's
hit.
going to be
with a
Avery
missed
Ibarra.
tackle. And that's able to be cleaned up by number 2, Bob Estrada. So last time the Lions were out on defense, they were only out there for one play. We'll go through the front line for Lockhart. Over at the defensive end position, we have number 24, Malik Hill. Then they've got big, right now it's number 74, Benavidez in there. And then the other defensive end is going to be Parker Connor. Your 2 outside linebackers for Lockhart are going to be Caden Roland Bright and last week's defensive player of the game, Miguel Portillo. And then out there, cornerback, you've got Avery Ibarra, and on the other side, you're going to have Julian White. And then at safety, you'll have Bob Estrada and Aiden Scott.
And that's going to bring up 3rd down and 9 for the Eagles.
Looks like Portillo's coming.
Dropping back, rolling to his left. Got pressure coming from the backside. Unable to get rid of it. And that was Portillo coming in to make the stop.
Portillo brought the pressure, and then looks like number 25, Zarita, he came screaming out into the flat to force him out of bounds. And that'll be 4th down, and Cedar Creek will bring the punting unit on the field.
And back deep to return the punt, standing in his own at the Eagle 45-yard line is My Time Gonzalez.
You got that wrong, Sarge. Back deep to return the punt for a touchdown is My Time Gonzalez. As we sure would like to see that happen. It's been several years since Quavon Reese took one back to the house on a punt return. And Lockhart's due for a big one, and so is My Time. I almost get to that one, and he gets it away. Takes a Cedar Creek bounce and crosses midfield.
We'll take it.
Lockhart will start off at the 45-yard line. And so Lockhart's first series stalled out in the shadow of the goalpost with them unable to put the ball in the end zone, turn the ball over on the 2-yard line, and then the Lockhart defense able to hold. It wasn't a 3 and out. They let them get 1 first down before they stopped them on 3rd down. And Lockhart offense back on the field.
Lockhart was able to get the ball inside the red zone as close as the 2-yard line, unable to punch it in on 4th and go from the 7-yard line. Here's their second possession of the game. Mavis with the snap, hands it, keeps it. And he'll roll him right up the middle. He'll pick up about 4 yards.
And we're seeing a healthy dose of quarterback run to start this one off, as that's the 3rd or 4th time Mavis has called his own number.
What they're doing, they're taking the tailback away and letting the quarterback run.
Well,
which could come back to hurt them.
I was going to say, that may not be the best plan of action. No. As Mavis can get loose if he gets a little space.
He does got speed.
2nd and 6.
Gonzalez offset to the left side of Mavis. Defense dropping back a little bit. And inside handoff to Gonzalez. He'll go around the left side. And he's going to be brought down from behind at the 45-yard line in Eagle territory. It's going to be enough for a 1st down.
And a good 7-yard gain by Gonzalez off the left side.
Nice run, nice run by Gonzalez, but great job by the defense to track him down.
And he just finds where the open field is and runs that way off the left tackle.
So 1st and 10 at the 45 in Eagle territory. Mavis looking for the snap, gets it. Fakes the handoff to Roland, keeps it himself around the left side. Got room to run to the 30, the 20, the 10, 5. And he'll scoot into the end zone for a touchdown.
Mavis will not be denied this time. He ain't getting pushed out the 2. He takes it all the way to the house. And Coach and I talked about it earlier in that series. They're keying on Gonzalez trying to take away the running back. Well, guess what? The quarterback's just as dangerous, and he just put 6 points on you.
Great run. Great run. Awesome. Showed to a great speed there.
Like you said, once he can get up to speed and get in a little open field, he can be very difficult to catch.
And here comes Evan Estrada with the extra point try. Gage Deutsch on the hold.
And we talked to Mr. Crowley about the band being back behind this field goal, and they love it.
Snap is back, hold us down. The kick is up, and it is good.
Good.
And it looked like a Lionette had a chance to catch that one.
So with that, with 5:46 left to go here in the Quantum Torn first quarters, Lockhart Lions 7, Eagles 0. We're going to take a quick timeout, and we'll be right back.
Meitler Plumbing LLC is the one to call on for your plumbing service work in Lockhart and Caldwell County. Call Darren Meitler from Meitler Plumbing at 512-398-3146. Darren has been with the family business for over 30 years, and has been voted best plumber in Caldwell County numerous times. Master licensed and bonded. So, for any plumbing issues, call Meitler Plumbing for your plumbing service. Darren Meitler is also a 1989 Lockhart alumni and football captain for Lockhart Lions. Go Lions! Once a Lion, always a Lion.
And here's one more look at that touchdown run to put the Lockhart Lions up 6-0. Extra point try was good from Evan Estrada. And once again, 5:46 left to go here in the Quantum Torn first quarter as Lockhart Lions 7, Cedar Creek Eagles 0.
I'm calling it. The route is on.
I tell you what, looking at that replay, our quarterback showed tremendous speed there because a couple of those guys had the angle on him, and he just beat them to the end zone.
And that's how it is, fast person. You take that angle, and he's faster than you thought.
And here comes Evan Estrada. He'll kick this one away. It'll be fielded at the 10-yard line.
Dangerous
bring it upfield.
Ooh, good job.
And this time the special teams covering the play a lot better than the first kickoff.
And that's going to be number 32 on the tackle for Lockhart Lions. That's Cade Mares, senior linebacker. And that was Dakota Baker on the return. He's their leading receiver and really leading player on that offensive side of the football for Cedar Creek. You got to know where number one is at all times because he can hurt you. He leads the team in passing receptions and even in some games he's led in rushing yards on jet sweeps.
Here come the Cedar Creek Eagles. They'll have three receivers up to the top. Dylan Dubé still in shotgun formation. High snap. He'll hand it off to the running back. He's going to be hit in the backfield, and he'll be able to get it back to possibly the line of scrimmage.
Still
with a little
going.
scrum. Still going.
Well, he ran into the back of big number 74, Julian Benavidez, and it was like he hit a wall, and then his line able to push him forward and make a good gain out of something that was stopped at the line.
That was Devon James with the carry, the senior running back. Picked up 6 yards. He was stopped right at the line of scrimmage, but great job by James. And picking up 6 yards, second down and 4. James with the handoff once again. This time he's going to be hit and dropped in the backfield.
Good tackle there.
And I think that was Parker Connor coming in
35
to
Parker
make the stop.
Connor. We'll take a look at the replay. I think they had a little stunt going there that brought Connor to the inside. He's on the left-hand side of the line. No, he just straight ran his man over and straight to the running back.
A to B.
There's that jet sweep
Jet
we
sweep
talked
coming
about.
around the near side.
Ooh.
And that's going to be picked up nicely by the Lockhart Lions defense.
And another big hit by Malik Hill. Defensive ends getting it done in this series for Lockhart. And that's another 3 and out. It's going to be 4th down.
Fourth and about 2.
It looks like Cedar Creek might be going for it.
4:12 left in the first quarter. Looks like their running back's a little bit gimpy there going out of the game. 22.
And they'll call a timeout and think about it. And while they take a timeout, we'll do the same. You're watching Lockhart Lions football on Lions Pride Sports Broadcast.
Luling MMA provides a safe and professional martial arts instruction for kids and adults. Head trainer and owner King Webb is a 3rd-degree black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and a 1st-degree black belt in Taekwondo. Luling MMA offers classes in the sweet science of boxing, Muay Thai, wrestling, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and MMA. With experienced trainers and coaches, Luling MMA provides world-class instruction for those that want to learn for recreation or for competition. Luling MMA is located at 212 North Cypress Avenue in Luling, Texas. For more information about Luling MMA, you can go to their website, www.mmaluling.com.
And we are back from the timeout, and looks like the Eagles will punt the ball away.
And that's Dylan Dubé back there.
And the quarterback is also a punter.
And we do got to look for the fake punt as well also.
Hey, Lockhart taking no chance. Look, my time's at safety. I love it. He's playing defense. Look at him. Looks like he belongs in there. Yeah, they did
try to fake it.
They tried to fake it, and then went
There's
with
a flag.
quick kick. There was several flags, one on the far side, one back near the kicker. Generally in the area of holding, although the far one could be offside.
Yeah, it was thrown as soon as the ball was snapped.
Possible legal formation, too.
Well, Coach Mavis doesn't look very happy.
Legal formation, they would have to re-kick it.
I guess that's what he's asking. Can I decline it? And I said, they said,
legal false start, illegal procedure.
Okay, here we go.
There we go.
Play ball. Be nice to get another touchdown here, TD.
Yeah, it would. We've got 3 minutes and 52 seconds left to go.
Yeah, here in the Quantum Towing first quarter, Lockhart Lions will have their third possession of the game.
Once again, big shout out to the athletic boosters out here running the concession stands, making it happen.
Boy, they do a fantastic job.
Hey, they sure do.
Not just varsity games, but freshman JV games and junior high the other night.
Lockhart goes to 21 personnel, 2 running backs, 1 tight end.
Gage Doy's lined up in the slot formation. In the slot position. Rolling goes out to the left side, dropping back, throwing over the middle. And that one's going to be incomplete as there's going to be pass interference towards the end of that.
It sure is. They got there just a little bit too early. Actually looked like they may have brought Deutsch down kind of in the end zone before the ball got there, though it was intended for Abel. And that's the second time Mavis has tried to go deep and find Abel downfield. Plenty of time in the pocket. He's able to let it rip.
Eventually they'll connect.
You know what? That looks like.
Well, that's going to go against.
Yeah, it is.
Cedar Creek.
Well, I'm glad they called it on them because it looked like Deutsch saw the ball was going to Abel and he ran his defender over
right
in the
through
end zone.
the defender. So it'll be a 15-yard mark off, and he'll put the ball at the 20-yard line.
So Lockhart in the red zone for a second time.
And this time, Gage Deutsch will be lined up on the far side of the field, Abel in the slot position.
Those two flip-flop.
Rolling in Gonzalez in the backfield. Mavis splitting the two of them. They'll fake the handoff to Roland. Mavis will keep it. And he might have lost the football.
And Cedar Creek saying they
got it. Yeah, they got it.
And so both teams give one away to the other team as Lockhart took possession early in their first defensive series, forcing a fumble. Cedar Creek does the same thing here. The only big difference is this is on Cedar Creek's end of the field.
And great job defensively by stripping that one away.
And it looks like that was number 15, Jesus Fuente Jimenez, ripping at that ball and able to rip it away from Mavis and cause the forced fumble.
So the Lions defense will come back out onto the field. Dubé gets the snap, hands it off to his running back, finding his spot, and then he's going to run into a host of Lions. And once again, the scrum's going to keep moving
still
forward.
Going.
And it's going to be good for a 5-yard scrum. That'll make it 2nd down and 5.
Well, those have been the positive plays that we've seen for Cedar Creek the couple times that they've been able to kind of get in that scrum and just push forward.
That's Anthony Scott, the junior, on the run.
3:05 left in the first quarter.
Bay with the snap, dropping back, looking down the right side.
Oh,
got the receiver out there coming back in and out of his hands and almost picked off.
And that's great coverage out there by Ibarra to get his hands in there. And, oh, no, sorry.
Got a flag down.
Maybe Dylan White. That's number 9, Dylan White on the far side. Yep, Ibarra is on the short side, and White is on the far side corner.
Holding on Cedar Creek.
And Aiden Scott almost coming up with that one after it ricocheted off of the receiver's hands.
Almost had a sack back there, too.
Yeah.
Sarge, all our fans will be happy to hear that TD has an eye appointment next week. Get a nice new pair of glasses, and I'll be able to see the numbers again.
You won't call me Sarge anymore.
You won't call me coach.
We'll have about 12 less corrections per game. And Lockhart pushes him back, 2nd and 9 now after the big loss.
Got 2 receivers on top.
Dubé gets a snap, hands it off to the running back, and he's going to be hit in the backfield. Loses the football. They're going to say he was down by contact. I want to say that was Malik Hill with a big hit. And Anthony Scott with the run. As the Cedar Creek offense getting the play from the sideline, no huddle.
Running short on the play clock there.
And 2 seconds on the play clock, and they'll get the snap away.
No, they threw the flag.
Well,
that's number 81 at the quarterback end. That's Deron Jones.
And I hope it's not offsides on Lockhart, because you think they would blow the whistle.
I think the clock ran out on them.
Yeah, it was thrown by the line judge on the near side of the field.
I think he might have picked it up. Or there is still a penalty flag out there on the 18-yard line. And they're going to decline it.
And Lockhart will take back over just a couple yards further down the field from where they gave it to him. Or no, they're going to punt. Okay.
So big sack will put the ball at the 4-yard line, 4th and forever. And once again, the Eagles going to be punting the ball away. Gonzalez back up to the Eagle 42-yard line.
Lockhart has almost blocked both of the last 2 punts.
They were a man short.
And nice snap, left footer. He's going to get it away. It's going to take a Eagle bounce, and it'll be fielded down at the 37-yard line.
Good.
Where the Lockhart Lions will have another possession with 1:30 left to go here in the Quantum Towing first quarter.
That ball was touched dead by number 17. That's going to be Jaden Gonzalez for Cedar Creek. Welcome to anyone from Cedar Creek who's tuned into the broadcast. Welcome to Lockhart's homecoming. Sorry you had to play us this week.
As a Lockhart second homecoming game in a week, 2 weeks in a row.
And we have another one next week.
Yeah, next week at Hayes. First and 10 for the Lions. First and 10 for the Lions. It'll be a handoff to Gonzalez coming around the near side. Puts his shoulder down and rolls over an Eagle.
And that's number 17 once again, Jaden Gonzalez. You kind of saw when it was Gonzalez versus Gonzalez crime out there, and when my time came around the corner and put his eyes on number 17, you just knew he was going to try to run him over. Yeah.
I think there should have been a face mask.
There's a penalty flag at the 34-yard line as well.
My time looking for contact on that. He didn't try to juke him at all.
The hold against us.
So it's going to be a holding penalty called on the Lions. And that's going to move them back. Going to make it first down at 17 from the 44-yard line. Inside handoff to Gonzalez.
Good moves
making his way through the line. Yeah, nice shifty moves by my time.
Shifty Gonzalez on the carry.
Well, you could almost play audio from an old boxing match over one of his runs. He's bobbing and weaving, and they can't get him. He's up and down and in and out. Definitely hard to get a hold of.
Yeah, gets it across the original line of scrimmage. That'll bring up second down at about 6.
Thought it gave more than that, but we'll take it.
Yeah, Gonzalez remains in the backfield behind Mavis. 2 receivers up top. And Gonzalez will get the handoff once again, bounce it around to the near side. And he's going to be brought down from behind. Great job by number 25, Joseph Redmond.
Redmond with a great backside pursuit. He was coming on a blitz from the far side, and he just never stopped his motor running, and he was able to run my time down just before he was able to get enough for a first down. Great effort.
It might be the last play here.
Third down and 2.
We might get one more play out of this quarter. And off to Gonzalez, right up the middle, sidesteps the defender. He'll pick up a big first down inside the 15-yard line, out to the 12.
Another tough run by Gonzalez.
And the clock will stop because of the first down, but once they get it started up and going, that's going to be the final play of the first quarter. That's it for the Quantum Towing first quarter. After one quarter played, it's Lockhart Lions 7, Cedar Creek Eagles 0. We're going to take a quick timeout, and we'll be right back with some more Lockhart Lion football right here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast.
Shields AC and Heating is a small family-owned business located here in Lockhart, Texas. You can count on us for all your air conditioning and heating repairs. Here at Shields AC and Heating we service commercial and residential HVAC system as well as refrigeration, ice machines and walk-in coolers. So, if you're in need of commercial or residential AC repairs, you can count on Shields AC and Heating to be there for you by calling us at 512-227-1219. We take pride in your comfort.
And we are back for the Shields AC and Heating second quarter right here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast. And after one quarter play, Lockhart Lions 7, Cedar Creek Eagles 0. Lockhart Lions driving with the football as they have it first down and 10 at the 12-yard line in Eagle territory. And here comes Caden Mavis and crew.
Shout out to all the alumni, old and new, who are in attendance tonight. I see a lot of faces down there that you don't see every Friday night. A lot of awesome moms, too.
That'll be fake the handoff to Gonzalez, throws into the end zone, and that one's going to be intercepted in the end zone. The intended receiver was number 16, Keelan Lyles.
And we've had two that have been dangerously close, and they finally managed to get their hands a hold of one, and they'll go up in the turnover margin. Now Cedar Creek has 2 to Lockhart's 1. It'll be a touchback, and they'll get the ball out at the 20-yard line.
Get the ball back.
Yep, have short memory, let it go, and come on back to play again. Lockhart defense been doing a great job holding these Eagles to short gains.
The Eagles still haven't traveled into Lion country. First and 10. Dubé throws out here to the near side, and a big hit by Bob Estrada.
Yeah, he didn't get one more inch than he could have without Bob Estrada being on him quick. Cedar Creek's biggest play of the night came on a screen pass to Dakota Baker, who's actually not in the game right now. He's their number 1 receiver. And he's not in there at the moment. They'll have 4 wide receivers.
3 up top, 1 to the bottom. Dubé drops back, looks to his left side, throws out there.
Good catch.
Catch is made. Once again, Bob Estrada coming up with the stop.
And same play to the other side. Just a little quick hitch route, getting the ball out of his hand quick.
They're going to give him enough for the first down. Bob Estrada and Aiden Scott on the stop. Same formation. Dubé drops back. Quick screen. Toss out to the far side.
And that one not doing much as it only goes for about 2 yards.
Darian Jones with the reception.
And that's Portillo getting out there from his outside linebacker spot to push him out of bounds. Portillo playing the Sam linebacker, which is the strong side linebacker in this defense. And Roland Bright is what they call the drop backer.
That'll bring up 2nd and 9.
3 receivers on this side, 1 on top.
The quick passing game is starting to work here for Cedar Creek. See if Lockhart puts some pressure on these receivers.
Dropping back, thrown over towards the far side, and great job breaking that one up. is Avery Ibarra.
Ibarra jumped that route. He got his hands on the football as we see some extracurriculars going after the play. We expected this to be a fiery one tonight. Quite frankly, I'm surprised it took so long for a little bit of extra to happen. That'll bring up 3rd down and 9 after the great breakup by Ibarra.
We take a look at that last play. So 3rd and 9 coming up. Big down for the Lockhart Lions defense as well as the Cedar Creek offense.
Portillo's coming off the edge.
He'll hold back, dropping back, throws over towards the far side, and incomplete. And Avery Ibarra almost there for the interception.
Try to hurry the throw too quick.
And the punt team will be coming out for the Cedar Creek Eagles. So once again, the Lockhart Lions defense will hold the Cedar Creek Eagles in Eagle territory.
And we've yet to see My Time get a chance to return one, as we've had a few short punts and just hadn't been able to get his hands on one yet. Lockhart's come awfully close to blocking 2 punts tonight. And it's number 4, the punter. That's going to be Dylan Dubé.
And he'll get this one up. Got a flag coming in.
And another short
take
punt.
An Eagle roll. And My Time just going to let it go. And it's going to be down at the 27-yard line. But let's see what this penalty flag is all about.
Another flag down here.
And we got 2 of them. One at the 48-yard line, the line territory on the far side of the field. And right here at the 31-yard line in Eagle territory.
Starting to feel like we're back at the laundromat again. There's rags everywhere. And they'll discuss them and sort them out.
Might be one of those offsetting penalties.
I see one hand pointing like it's going against Cedar Creek. Another hand pointing the other way. And it looks like they are going to ask Coach Mavis, so it does look like it'll go against Cedar Creek. What do you want to do, Coach? It looks like he said we'll decline it and take it right there.
Legal procedure is going to be declined.
Holding. Yeah.
And that's the second illegal procedure on a punt that Cedar Creek has had. And we'll see where they place this football.
It's not going to be offsetting penalties where Lockhart has a penalty as well. That's going to be marked off.
So it's going to be 10 yards from the end of the kick, which will push Lockhart deeper into their territory. Looks like they'll have their ball somewhere around the 17-yard line. And that's where the Lockhart offense will take over again. Lockhart offense has looked strong but needs to build some consistency. As they are up 7-0 in this game, you certainly like to build on that lead as we have 10 minutes and 9 seconds left to go in the Shields AC and Heating second quarter.
Here at the...
And it'll be Mavis and Roland back there.
And Roland to get the handoff. He's going to be hit in the backfield.
And that's number 25 again. He's having a great night.
Joseph Redmond.
Redmond's been all over for Cedar Creek so far tonight. And he's not their leading tackler on defense, but he's their leading tackler tonight. Their leading tackler has been the senior linebacker number 33. And it may be why Redmond's getting his chances. I've not seen 33 in the game tonight.
So it's going to be a loss of 1 yard. Second down and 11 coming up. Mavis dropping back, throws over towards the right side. Got a receiver out there. Nice blocking up in front. That's Gage Deutsch running.
And Deutsch picked that one up before it could touch the turf.
Good pickup.
Yeah, really turned something out of nothing there as Deutsch had to almost scoop that ball up off the turf, and he's kind of facing the wrong way, and he turns around and picks up 9.
Yeah, nice little catch and run. Is going to bring up 3rd down and 1. And great job by Mavis. He looked all the way left and then turned to the right and just threw it out there.
I tell you what, every week it gets just a little bit better.
Inside handoff to Roland, and he's going to pick up the first down and more. And a penalty flag coming in at the end of the play. They're probably going to get Abel on a unsportsmanlike penalty.
I don't know if it was on the verbal that followed or the action that took place before, as Abel was just kind of chunked down the field.
Might have said some unkind words.
Looked like he definitely wasn't happy about it. And Lockhart is moving back.
Yep, it's against us.
So that'll be Abel's first unsportsmanlike of the game.
Yeah, it'll still be first down for Lockhart, as it was after the play was dead. But it's definitely something where cooler heads have to prevail.
Well, and Abel, a young player, he'll have to learn that. He's been targeted a few times tonight, hadn't been able to bring one in yet.
So the penalty is going to move the ball back to the 16-yard line.
And wide receivers in the game are going to be Abel, as well as number 16, Keelan Lyles. And Deutsch is going to be up top by himself. Man-to-man coverage up top. They've got no help on Deutsch.
And they'll hand the ball off to Roland. He'll get right up the middle, and
Good.
he'll get it close to the first down marker.
Good run.
And that was enough for a first down. They'll move the sticks.
Hit that hole extremely quick there, TD.
Roland's going to come off the field. And My Time Gonzalez will come back into the game. Gonzalez has had a few big runs so far this evening. You get the sense that big one's, just getting closer and closer before he breaks out for a long one. He's had one man to beat several times.
So fresh set of downs, first and 10. That'll be a handoff to Gonzalez, going over the right side, following his blockers. That'll be good for 4 yards.
No need to bob and weave that time. Just tuck in behind the big man and churn your feet forward.
That'll bring up 2nd and 6.
He does a good job of recognizing the options that he has on the field, whether it's, breaking the ball to the outside to hit a big hole, or like that play where there's not a whole lot there and you just tuck in behind, follow your blockers. Is a smart runner.
2nd and 6 coming up. Mavis dropping back, throws right over the middle, almost picked off.
And that is the third time he's intended for Abel. He is trying to get the ball to Wesley Abel, but that is the third time that they've got their hands on the ball. One of them was intercepted in the end zone. That one was actually not intended for Abel, that was intercepted, but each time he's gone for Abel tonight, it's been close to an interception.
So that's going to bring up 3rd down and 6. 3 receivers in the game for the Lions.
They're selling out against the run here.
And Mavis rolling around to his left. Throws it out. Got the receiver Lyles wide open. He'll pick up the first down and more.
And that young man's been out all last week, Sarge, and came back this week. And look at that. A great job. Great catch.
And Lyles getting more time on the offensive side of the football as well. Hasn't had as many reps as he's had tonight, and he's definitely taking advantage of the chances he gets. Lyles has performed well for Lockhart on special teams, as we've had nights where he's made most of the tackles on special teams.
He had a great year last year on JV.
And Lockhart out near midfield at the 47-yard line.
1st and 10. They'll hand it off to Gonzalez. He'll go around the right side. Breaks through a couple of arm tackles before he's finally going to be brought down as he crosses midfield. That'll be good for 6 yards. At 5 yards, it'll bring up 2nd and 5. 6:25 left to go here in the Shields AC and Heating second quarter. Want to remind everybody that the superintendent, Mr. Estrada, will be joining us up here at halftime during the Kreitz Market halftime show. You're going to want to listen to what he's going to have to say. Very important. As we have My Time Gonzalez breaking through the line, gets the first down. Nice little spin move. breaking through arm tackles left and right before it's finally going to be brought down inside the 25 out to the 24.
And I said you could see it coming. My time's confidence building. It was only a matter of time before he broke a big one, and he's got the ball deep into Eagle territory. It's going to be a first down at the 25-yard line. To be completely honest, Sarge, we are 7-0, 5 minutes, 53 seconds to go in the Shields AC and Heating second quarter. I did not expect this game to be this close at this juncture. I expected Lockhart to be up by, maybe 21 by this point. I think they do too, so they'll be trying to get in the end zone here.
First and 10, inside handoff to Gonzalez once again, and he's going to be hit at the line of scrimmage, but he'll fall forward for 2 yards. That'll make it 2nd and 8. Nice job by number 19, Anthony Sosa, coming up with a stop.
And other than the short pass to Deutsch, which he made something out of, Lockhart's been unable to get the passing game going.
Real quick score updates around the district. Weiss Wolves 35, Hendrickson Hawks 13. College Station A&M 14, Anderson Trojans 7.
Wow.
And College Station Cougars 28, Cal Lehman Lobos 0. All scores are in the second quarter. And Gonzalez with the inside handoff. And he'll be brought down by the leg side.
4 yards in a cloud of dust.
Cloud of black pellets.
That's right.
Yeah. Anthony Sosa in on the stop once again for the Cedar Creek Eagles.
And no change of personnel for Lockhart. Everyone stays the same. Got Abel and Deutsch up top. My time in the backfield.
3rd down and 4. Mavis rolls around to his right side. Got the receiver out there.
Good catch.
Is going to be made by Gage Deutsch. And he's going to fight his way inside the 5 out to the 3-yard line, where the Lockhart Lions are going to have the ball first down and go to goal.
And great catch there by Deutsch. And we see Mavis rolls out. My time picks up a good chip block for him, and he's able to get the ball to Deutsch. Hits the break on the sideline, puts his head down, and fights for that end zone and comes up just a hair short. He's going to be mad. He wanted a touchdown on that one.
Lockhart Lions knocking on the door of 6. First down and go to goal for the 3.
Confusion on the Cedar Creek side of defense, and they're forced to call a timeout. As they very obviously were confused in the secondary, couldn't figure out who was going to cover Deutsch, and after that last play, can't blame the coach for
threw him off
timeout.
as a motion by Gage.
Yeah, he had 2 of them went with him in the motion, and I think they thought they were in man coverage, and they said, uh-oh, whose guy is he?
Yeah, and while they take a timeout, we'll take a timeout too, and we'll be right back with more Lockhart Lion football right here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast.
Shields AC and Heating is a small family-owned business located here in Lockhart, Texas. You can count on us for all your air conditioning and heating repairs. Here at Shields AC and Heating we service commercial and residential HVAC system as well as refrigeration, ice machines and walk-in coolers. So, if you're in need of commercial or residential AC repairs, you can count on Shields AC and Heating to be there for you by calling us at 512-227-1219. We take pride in your comfort.
them out in the flat. We don't use them till we need them. And Lockhart goes ahead 14-0. 3 minutes and 28 seconds left to go in the Shields AC and Heating first quarter.
Second quarter.
Second quarter. It is homecoming here at Lockhart. The stands are packed. You can even see quite a few of Lockhart faithful starting to fill in on the far side over there. Homecoming, always a very special night here at Lockhart Stadium. Always feels very nostalgic for me.
I see a lot of maroon on the visitor side.
That's right. That's right. Starting to fill in that other side. Not quite standing room only, but we got a great crowd out here to support these Lockhart Lions. And they are up 2 scores over the Cedar Creek Eagles. And we'll see Mr. Estrada bring his kickoff team out onto the field. They've got a dangerous return man. But I actually do not see him on the field. So it's been some time since we've seen number 1, Dakota Baker, their top receiver and defensive player. This time back deep is going to be number 27, Martin Jackson, and number 81, it's going to be Darren Jones on the far side. And the wind has completely died down here at Lions Stadium. As Estrada puts his boot into it, it's a high, short kick, and it'll be fielded by number 27 on the near side. Ball popped out, fumble picked up.
My number 6.
And Julian White going down the sideline. What a big hit. Got to look back at the, dang it, we're not going to get a replay on that one because Sarge is out of the booth, but there was a big hit by Lockhart that lodged that ball loose. And it looks like the production booth is going to give us a replay here as we see the pooch kick on the left-hand side.
Ooh.
And I believe that was going to be number 9, Dylan White, that knocked that ball out loose.
So what did I miss, gentlemen?
Dylan White forced a huge fumble that popped up in there, was caught and returned.
And the Lockhart Lions ready to knock
by
on the door of
Julian
6.
White.
Julian White.
So Dylan White forced fumble, Julian White recovered fumble.
White on white.
Yeah. All right, so Mavis back in shotgun formation, hands it off to Gonzalez right up the middle. And Gonzalez will get it down to the 5-yard line. And now the Lions are knocking on the door of 6. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 2.
And Lockhart with their big formation.
Yeah, a little bit of hurry-up offense for the Lions. Another inside handoff to Gonzalez.
They're just going to pound it right up the middle.
And he's going to get it inside the 1.
And I would be willing to bet they line up and probably do it one more time.
And why not? Or
As like Mavis doesn't even bother looking to the side for a play. They sent him out there and told him, you're going to run this play 3 times. And that's exactly what they're doing.
They're going to stop the play, penalty flag.
Well, I was going to say 3rd time's a charm, but evidently not. I mean, you could tell no play came in from the sideline there. That was completely scripted.
Yeah.
Coach sent him out there and said, run it up the middle 3 times in a row.
Yeah, you want to say, what'd you call that play? We call it Gonzalez.
Yeah.
Motion on us.
Illegal motion will back the ball up. Strangely enough, I guess a 5-yard penalty.
Yeah. It'll move back to the 6-yard line. Still make it 1st down and go from the 6, though. And Caden Mavis like, okay, we'll do another play.
Lockhart with both tight ends on one side of the formation. They've got
Deutsch all by himself up top.
Both Connor and Malik Hill on the same side, on the left-hand side here.
And they'll hand it off to Gonzalez. He'll get it back inside the 5. Still backing up, and they'll get him down at the 3, where it'll be 2nd down and go from the 3.
Gonzalez putting in the tough work here, down deep in the red zone. 2 minutes left to go before half. And Lockhart trying to punch it in one more time, see if they can go up 3 scores over these Cedar Creek Eagles.
And we're at the 2-minute mark. Of course, Lockhart does return the second half kickoff. And this time Mavis will keep it. He'll go around the right side, and he'll get into the end zone
Touchdown.
himself for a Lockhart Lion touchdown.
And the Cedar Creek Eagles had a lot to say earlier this week on social media. And as it's shaping up, Lockhart has done their talking on the football field as they go up 3 scores over the Cedar Creek Eagles.
Let me take a look at that last play. And Evan Estrada will come in to kick the extra point. Gage Deutsch on the hold.
And you better believe on that last play, every defender was keying on my time.
Oh, that one's going to get away from the holder. Evan Estrada will come back. He'll scoop it up, and he'll do the wise thing and just drop down.
He thought about it, and I'm glad the young man made the save. He's fast. I mean, that's the thing that a lot of folks at home may not know. He is fast. I mean, he's got lightning in his feet. He can really move. He was part of the record-setting 4x100 relay team for Lockhart, and he thought about that one, and then he thought better and made a wise decision just to get down. You're only giving up 1 point there.
And the way Lockhart's been running the ball with Gonzalez and Roland, I mean, you could always pick up a 2-point conversion later on in the game if needed. And once again, while we got the quick timeout, we've got a couple of contests going on. Got a ticket giveaway for the next home game against Weiss here at Lions Stadium, courtesy of Kent Riddle Properties and the Lions Pride Sports broadcast, as well as a ride in style to the final road game of the year on November 8th, 2024 at A&M Consolidated, courtesy of Texas Event Shuttle. 5 lucky Lion winners will be able to select 1 guest to come with them. Food and tickets will be provided along with a ride in style on a Texas Event Shuttle.
What kind of food? How much food? Am I limited?
No limits. No limits.
Oh, no, you'd go broke.
And here we go. We got our first 2 winners, Valbeza de Leon and Amanda Ramirez. If you want to have an opportunity to put your name on the wheel for either one of these contests, all you got to do is in the comment section type in the words double play, and your name will be entered into the drawing for that. As we get this one kicked away.
Good tackle.
And it's going to be returned by number 3.
Boy, guess who on the tackle? Once again, Julian White. Man, you better watch out. I just start taking a knee.
Ivan Lopez on the run. Julian White with the tackle.
And Julian White was our guest here at the JV game just a couple weeks ago.
Well, the last 2 kickoffs have definitely gone Lockhart's way. And we'll finally get to see the defense. It feels like it's been a while since they've been out on the field. They're well rested.
1:41 left in the second quarter.
Yeah, 1st and 10 for the Eagles at the 26-yard line. Inside handoff. And he's going to be brought down. And after he's hit by Benavides.
And that's Anthony Scott on the carry for the Eagles. Picks up 2 yards. Going to bring up 2nd down and 8 after he was brought down by Big Benavides. Clogging up the middle in that offensive line. Big man just taking up space.
I got a couple of score updates to hand out here in a minute. 2nd and 8 coming up. Right at 1:07 left to go here in the Shields AC and Heating second quarter. Empty backfield. Dropping back, throwing over towards the far side, and that one's going to be incomplete.
Right through his hands.
And Lockhart lucky because there was a miscommunication on the back end there, and Scott was trying to make up ground to make up for it, but there was a handoff that happened to the coverage, and it looked like the safety taking the handoff didn't know he was supposed to go with him. Lockhart catches a lucky break with that pass being just out of the reach of the intended receiver. So it'll be 3rd down and 8. You got to think they'll be passing again with only 54 seconds left to go.
3rd down.
They've got 3 receivers in the game. That's going to be number 81, Darian Jones, number 88, Stephen Myers, and number 2, Eduardo Macedo.
Yeah, 3rd and 8, dropping back, rolling to his left.
Under
got
pressure
coming from
Number
behind.
7.
He's going to lose a football.
And that's Caden Rowland Bright with a big hit causing the fumble, and they're saying Lockhart has it. We'll see who comes up from the pile
And
of the
Lockhart
ball.
does have it.
And Big Benavides recovers the fumble that was caused by Caden Rowland Bright in the big hit. We'll take another look at that hit that knocked that ball out. And deja vu, Lockhart takes over again.
And Benavides yelling, "That's my biscuit."
What a hustle by the big man to continue pursuit and get that ball.
I talked to him during practice during the week, and I asked him, was Henderson getting on your nerves, doing all that trash talking? As a coach, they don't realize the more trash they talk to me, the more I get fired up.
That's awesome. And Lockhart takes over again. Like I said, deja vu. Feels like we were just here. Lockhart defense spending hardly any time on the field. All they do is force turnovers and drink water.
There's Big Benavides banging the gong.
Look at that. Look at the gong.
Yeah.
Still going.
That sucker's going back and forth. Yeah, going to have to replace it.
Yeah, 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line in Eagle territory. Lockhart looking to add one more score before going into halftime. That's going to be a handoff to Gonzalez. He'll bounce it out to the near side.
He's got it.
And he's going to be brought down at the 11. Great job by number 25, Joseph Redmond.
I feel you, my time. I feel you because I thought he had the corner on that too. And once again, Redmond. I mean, I tell you what, if we picked a defensive player of the game for the other team, Redmond would already have my vote, as he's definitely been on top of the pile there for Cedar Creek, giving Lockhart fits with his good open field tackles.
And Lockhart's going to use their first of 3 timeouts here in the first half with 35.4 seconds left to go. We're going to keep it right here. But very impressed on how this team is playing so far against Cedar Creek.
And that's a short timeout for Lockhart, so it'll be 2nd down and 6. Ball's going to be, looks like, right around the 12-yard line. And we'll be going from the left hash, 2 receivers to the bottom. And Gage Deutsch all by himself up top. Coach, what do you think? I mean, I feel like they're just screaming for Deutsch to run that slant.
Exactly, TD.
It's wide open.
Should be wide open.
As Mavis will get the snap, hands it off to Gonzalez, bounce it out here to the near side, out to the 10. And that's going to bring up 3rd down and 5, and the Lions will use their 2nd of 3 timeouts.
Cedar Creek seems determined to keep my time out of the end zone this time around. And last time it was Mavis that was able to convert on 3rd and goal after they handed it to my time over the left so many times. He went back right.
And, gentlemen, I need y'all to mind y'all's P's and Q's. We got the superintendent in the broadcast booth with us.
I didn't do it. I was in class all day, I promise.
That's one, Mr. Estrada. How you doing, Mr. Estrada?
Doing great. Thank you. Thank you for having me this evening.
Oh, thank you for coming up. Of course, good night so far for the Lockhart Lions. We're up 20-0 right now. 3rd down and 5, knocking on the door of 6. What are your thoughts of the game here so far?
I think we need to execute a little better, but overall, I love the effort, intensity. Defense has really stepped up. Special teams has done well. So I think that the boys are working hard, and that's what we can hope.
Well, I got to ask, when Evan picked that ball up, were you like, go, go? He made the right decision, I think, but I saw he thought about it for a minute.
Yeah, I think he remembered he has 2 soccer games this weekend.
Yeah, hand off to Gonzalez.
All right,
to the right side and into the end zone for another Lockhart Lion touchdown.
And he runs over the Cedar Creek safety as he gets in the end zone. There's going to be a dead ball foul, probably unsportsmanlike conduct, but it is going to be after the play.
So they'll probably tack it on the kickoff. And once again, I want to welcome Mr. Estrada to the broadcast. But before I forget, I've been meaning to tell you for a long time, congratulations on your hole-in-one in Lutlin not too long ago.
Thank you.
I'm still waiting for my first one. I've got one eagle, and that was an oopsie eagle.
I've hit the pin like 6 times at number 6 at Lockhart and just watched it drop and never been able to convert it.
That was very, very exciting. Of course, that was on hole 1, and then hole 2 may have ended up in the trees somewhere. So.
That's the way it goes, right? That's the game of golf described perfectly right there.
Got humbled pretty quickly.
Sport can make you happy and angry all in the same hole.
There comes Evan Estrada. The snap is good this time. Hold is down. The kick is up, and it is good as we got a penalty flag coming towards the end. It's going to be offsides on the defense, so they'll probably decline that.
And they will be assessing the other penalty on the kickoff here, I believe.
And while we got a timeout right now, Mr. Estrada, we got a big meeting coming up here on Monday night. Let me put that flyer up there. If you could talk about it real quick. Of course, we'll talk about a little bit more after 21.3 seconds. And
absolutely. So, what we wanted to do, we planned this a few weeks ago, just really trying to communicate to the entire community all the things that we've done in preparation this summer to ensure that our schools are as safe as possible. Unfortunately, across the country, we continue to see a lot of issues, especially these fake kind of hoax things where kids are seeking attention. And, we want to inform the community all the things that we have in place. So we're going to walk through and talk about the technology that we use, all of our security safety protocols, how and when parents can expect communication, the student code of conduct, discipline, all of those things we want to sit down and talk with the community about, answer questions, and we hope that we have a lot of people out for that so that we can explain everything and how it works.
I'd add one more bullet point that says discipline your children at home. That's just my personal opinion.
And as Evan Estrada's ready to kick this one away, I mean, it is important. It's one of those things, if you see something, say something.
Absolutely.
But if you don't see nothing and you're, like you said, seeking attention, making a false claim, that's a bad thing to do. And things like that are happening more and more these days.
There's that pooch kick once again from Estrada, fielded by number 2.
Wow.
Well, this time he's doing everything he can to stay away from number 6.
Number 9 was
and the other White got him that time, as that was Dylan White that tracked him down eventually. A little bit better return that time for Cedar Creek. They're only going to have 13 seconds, so probably one play.
One, maybe 2 plays if they try to go for a pass downfield. But, going back to the safety things, what are your thoughts on how well y'all been able to handle things?
I'm very proud of our staff. I'm proud of Lockhart Police Department, Colorado County Sheriff's Office, our constables that we have working for us on campuses. I think we have a great team ensuring that our kids and staff are safe. Sarge, you brought up an important point a second ago in that we need and want everyone to report any threats. There's a big difference between reporting something that you see and making up something. And unfortunately, that's something that we had happen this week. When we have to talk to our kids, we have cameras all throughout our facilities, and we're able to see when things happen and very clearly see when things don't happen. So we just want to make sure all the kids, parents, community members, that we report it through the proper channels so that we can work with PD to address it.
But I think you guys are doing a great job as well. I think the situation that happened this week at the junior high was handled great. You will always have people that want more information faster, but I think the school did a great job of communicating things as they developed, as they found them out. A lot of people, I feel like, don't often realize that it's not, hey, something happened, we have all the info immediately. It takes time to discern what's happening, investigate situations, and then pass that information. And I can guarantee you the school is doing it as fast as they can to keep parents informed. And I thought they did a pretty good job of that this week.
Oh, yeah, and great kudos, following what Tom said. Y'all did a great job. The school staff and the police station, the police department, and the constables did a fantastic job. And, people want information. They want it now, but there's things that takes time for y'all. Y'all have to go through and go through the investigation portion of it, because y'all don't want to give out any false information as well.
Yeah, once you put out something, it's very hard to untie. So we want to ensure that when we communicate, that we're communicating, the information that we feel confident is factual. And I'm proud of. I think Lockhart PD has done an outstanding job. They were on site very quickly. The minute that the campus was placed in a hold procedure, our communications team of one, I think that's an important point too. We are investigating and we want to communicate. We reflect all the time. There's some things that we'll reflect on. We have an after action review on every incident, and we'll improve. Hopefully it won't happen again, but we'll certainly improve and adjust some things for next time.
And of course, that meeting is going to take place on Monday, September 30th at the Go Packet, starting at 6 p.m. If people are wanting to get information on how school safety and security is ran and what goes through with it, it's very important that they attend this meeting and get all the information that they need. Of course, you reached out. Lions Pride Sports Broadcast will be there to broadcast the event for those that cannot make it. But if you can make it, please show up and be there. If you really want to know what's going on, you have to be there to watch it, or show up at the Go Pack, or watch it on Lions Pride Sports Broadcast and get informed, because that's going to be the big key. Because a lot of people are like, whoa, how come they're not saying this? How come they're not saying that? Why are they doing this? Why are they doing that? A lot of that is probably going to get covered during this meeting itself. Would you say?
Yes, sir. Yes, absolutely. We'll answer any question about anything that's ever happened before, but I think I'm very thankful for you for being willing to put this out for those who can't make it. It'll be captured for people to watch it on their own time as well.
Exactly.
But we just want to do everything possible to communicate to the community how these protocols work and the things that we're working with law enforcement on and our staff to ensure that our kids and staff are safe.
Yeah, and of course, for all those that attend and all those that want to know, the more you know about what goes on with our school safety and security, the better off you're going to be like, because then the next time, God forbid, another incident happens, whether it's a false one or, God forbid, it's an actual one, you're going to want to know, okay, these are the protocols they got to follow through. Okay, they're not going to come up with the answers right away or let us know what's going on. They got y'all got steps y'all got to follow just like everybody else does.
Correct, and really, we partner with law enforcement. They're professionals when it comes to leading these types of investigations, and our job is to get them everything that they need and to work side by side with them to ensure that everything is handled appropriately. And I'm just very thankful for the partnership with Lockhart PD and the Sheriff's Department and our constables. They all we can count on, and I've just been very pleased with everything they've done for us.
And like we said, some people may want information faster, but I'm of the belief I would much rather an investigation be thorough than fast.
Yeah.
And, I think it's so much more important to get to the truth, the bottom of the truth, and maintain safety. And then, like you said, communicate clear and concise once the facts are known, and to avoid, jumping the gun and putting something out there. Like you said, you can't untangle it or take it back once it's out there. And I think you and your team have done a great job of that.
Thank you for that. And, I know there was different rumors and things, but I can assure the community that there was no threat, that it was entirely fiction.
Mm-hmm.
There was, I saw people were sharing with me on social media, someone was saying that there was something found. That is just not true. It's simply make-believe.
And that's probably coming from people that, want attention themselves also. You know.
I think, I was there on campus immediately, went over, and, there was an unrelated thing with another student going on, and to me it's unfair to that student that people are saying that he was involved, and actually it was totally separate type of a thing, and just kind of bad timing for that individual, but certainly kids thought he had something that he did not.
And for situations like that, whether they're false or it's an actual thing, it's always bad to jump the gun, or not sure I should say it, but jump to conclusions, should I say. And because that's when rumors starts being spread around and this and that. Well, I heard this, I heard that. And
you notice how there's never a source when
right, yeah.
Or the source is never the school or where the information actually comes from. It's like, where'd you hear that? Well, people told me.
Yeah.
It's never the verified sources that you should be getting your information from. And if you would like to know where to get your information from, you should follow the Lockhart ISD Facebook page.
Exactly.
That's where you can get up-to-the-minute updates, as well as if you're not registered, the school has text message systems as well that I believe you can register by signing up through Skyward and Parent Square to get those messages. So they're not just communicating in one place, they're communicating in many places, and it's the same clear communication at each place, and I think they did a great job of that this week.
Is this sign up, is it something you have to do every year, or is it something that once you sign up once, it's good for?
So once you register your child in Skyward, assuming all that information is there, we're good to go.
I've only ever had to do it one time.
Okay.
Sometimes people change their phone numbers. Sometimes they accidentally, maybe they missed a period or a letter in the email.
Right.
So if you're not receiving information, always work with the campus, and they can ensure that is fixed, so you get all the notifications.
So I guess it would be safe to say, follow up yourself and go on Skyward and make sure that you are signed up. And who knows? You might have changed your number, didn't even realize it, that you have to put your new number in or something.
If you're technologically challenged, I promise you call your kid into the living room and they'll have you logged in. They know your username and your password more than most likely for Skyward. Yeah. I know if I ever forget my stuff, Katie, and she comes running and takes my phone and says, "Here, you're on Skyward, Dad. Thank you."
Now, I know it's difficult to prepare for drills during the school season because you pretty much don't want to run any drills and cause any panic when it's undue panic. But how important is it for the law enforcement, constables, and the school staff to prepare through drills during the summertime?
So I want to thank Sheriff Mike Lane. He's done a great job of organizing trainings like that. During the summer, they've done kind of live action trainings with, I forget the proper term that they use, but it's not live ammunition, but they are, blanks and those types of things. I mean, they are really stimulating the things that the law enforcement officers. The other thing that they do is they come and just get to know the lay of the land inside the building, so they understand, where classrooms are, where cafeterias are, like all those types of things. They have all of our maps at all of our elementary systems. They have access to our videos outside and inside the classrooms. We've really tried to invest in some of that technology to ensure that our law enforcement has what they need when they need it. And like I said, they've done a great job. During school, obviously, we have trainings that we go through with the students. All types of drills, from lock ground drills to fire drills to holds and all of the different types of things that we have to ensure our kids know what to do. So those things happen certainly on a monthly and yearly basis.
And while we greatly appreciate you coming on and love to put this out there, that they are having the meeting at the GoPack September 30th, 2024, 6 to 7 p.m. Be there if you would like to hear information, ask questions, raise your hand, and be heard. If you do have questions to ask, be there. You can't complain if you don't show up. It's just like voting in an election. If you didn't vote, I don't want to hear it. But while we thank you for coming on to that, let's turn to a little bit more of a positive note and homecoming here tonight at Lockhart Stadium. Yes. How do you think about how this Lockhart Lions team has done so far as they're up 27-0 at half?
I think they're doing well. I think the score could even be a little more. But for me, I'm proud of the effort of all the kids. We're doing a great job of running the ball right now. Defensively, he's doing a great job. We've had some turnovers on the special teams, so I think overall the kids came out ready to play. We have a great crowd tonight. I was down there. It's loud, it's packed, and that's what we want to see. Everyone supporting our kids and really rallying behind them, and the kids are performing for them.
Yeah, it is, and something TD noticed and I noticed during the game. We got more maroon and white on the visitor side than we got Cedar Creek blue and white on their side.
Yeah, we have the overflow.
There you go.
That's always a great thing to see at homecoming when you fill up the home side and start to fill up the other side. Another thing I like to see is those big old long lines at the concession stand, giving money both to the band boosters and the athletic boosters, which every penny of that goes to help the athletics or the band. So it's a great thing to see as well.
Now, before we let you go, Mr. Estrada, and we get to the Kreitz Market halftime show where we'll have the Lockhart Lion Roaring Band coming up, is there anything that you like to say or any other events that you got coming up? I think we got that LISD chip-in thing going on this Friday.
We do the education,
next Friday,
Education Foundation, the big event, the golf tournament on Friday, so we're certainly looking forward to that. Right now, our school board is at the state school board training, all 7 of them, working hard, learning together. Trying to ensure that our governance practices are doing everything possible to get our staff and our kids what they need. So I'm very proud of our board and the work that they're doing to constantly improve.
Oh, yeah, and they should be watching tonight's broadcast as well also.
I'm pretty sure they are.
We'll be taking attendance in the second.
As you know, I think I've told you, Sarge, we always have it this time of year. Sometimes we're in Dallas and we can't drive back. We won't go eat anywhere unless they have a TV we can stream the game on.
That's awesome. As we'll take a look on the field now. This is the band for the visiting Cedar Creek Eagles performing their halftime show. When the Lockhart Line takes the band here in a few minutes, we'll give you some crowd mic for all you band parents watching at home. We'll turn up the crowd mic and give you Lockhart's performance.
Yeah, we could take a break ourselves.
We're undefeated at halftime right now. I mean, our band, our color guard, I mean, they are incredible, and I'm serious. We're by far undefeated at halftime.
Oh yeah, we had Mr. Crowley up here during the pregame show. He gave us a lot of information about the band, and he's excited about the band. He's very excited, and we're excited too. They always put on a great performance week in and week out, and he talked about, I think they got their first competition coming up this weekend. So best of luck to them, and I want to thank you for coming on with us, Mr. Estrada, and I'm not going to ask you any more about a sushi bar. I'm past that already. I want a nacho bar. No, but once again, thank you. And,
Thank
of course,
you,
hope to see everybody out there this Monday at the GoPack Center. Once again, let me put that flyer up. See you at the GoPack Center at 6 p.m. on September 30th for the school safety and security meeting. You know, if show up if you want to know what's going on in Lockhart ISD when it comes to school safety of our children and security of our children. Be there.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Or tune in here, Lions Pride Sports Broadcast. You know, we're thankful that you're sharing with all of your hundreds or thousands probably now viewers. Community members, so the meeting will be here as well.
As I like to say, we have tens of fans.
Yeah,
there
tens of fans. Yeah.
Oh, we got more than that.
Hi, Mom. I know my mom and sister are always watching, so I've at least got two.
Yeah. All right, so once again, Mr. Schroeder, thank you very much for coming on with us here at halftime during the Christ Market Halftime Show. And we'll see you on Monday. All right.
Smoke Texas Barbecue puts smiles on faces. Since 1900, Kreitz Market has been putting smiles on faces with every bite of Smoke Texas Barbecue. Located off of Highway 183 at 619 North Colorado Street in Lockhart, Texas, fifth-generation owner Keith Schmidt continues the tradition of providing the best barbecue in Texas with its award-winning varieties of beef, sausage, and pork meats. All Kreitz Barbecue is post oak smoked to perfection under Pitmaster Roy Perez's watchful eye in Kreitz Market's hallowed brick pits. Let Kreitz cater your party or event. Kreitz can assemble a complete barbecue dinner and sides for any event in Central Texas. To get a quote on catering, Kreitz Barbecue Catering Manager Weston Black can be reached at 512-398-2361. That's 512-398-2361. Kreitz Market opens 7 days a week, Monday through Saturday from 10:30 a.m. to 8 p.m. and on Sundays from 10:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. You can find out more about Kreitz Market on their Facebook page or go to kreitzmarket.com. That's www.kreitzmarket.com.
So many people too that who are low income down, they find out they got to pay their watch. They're like, no.
What's the deadline to do that?
When it'll be the Wednesday of the playoff week. So once we get closer to it and we start figuring out what's going on, then I'll get with you and then we'll get together. Yeah. Definitely. All right, thank you.
You helping tonight? Hanging out?
Hello? Yeah. We're at halftime right now, so I'd say okay. 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 All right. Well, I don't got to take no equipment other than my laptop, so I ain't got to put nothing away. All right. All right. Love you. Bye. And welcome back to the Kreitz Market Halftime Show here on the Lions Pride Sports Broadcast. Had a great meeting with interview with Mr. Estrada as we got the Lockhart Lion Roaring Band setting to take place. So we're going to turn off our headsets and turn up the crowd mic as you're going to be able to listen to the Lockhart Lion Roaring Band here on the Kreitz Market Halftime Show right here on the Lions Pride Sports Broadcast.
Knights are led onto the field by Captain Kaylin Gannon, Co-Captain Gracie Flores, Senior Lieutenant Emma Capello, Senior Lieutenant Rihanna Van Buren, Head Social Officer B. Torres Puente, Social Officer Mia Metzler, Social Officer Brielle Jake Willingham, Social Officer Linda Brito, Social Officer Aaliyah Leos, Social Officer Elena Cervantes. The Lionette of the Week is Annabelle Peterson. This week, in keeping with homecoming tradition, they will perform a ladder routine to The Final Countdown. More round of applause for your Lockhart High School Lionettes. The Lionettes would like to thank Eddie Metzler Consulting and the Metzler family for sponsoring their 2024-25 team banners. Now, entering the field, the Lockhart High School Roaring Lion Band and Color Guard. The band is under the direction of Mr. Peyton Grover, Mr. Joseph Gannon, and Mr. Jared Autry. The color guard director is Mr. Sergio Rodriguez. The freshman of the week is Kaylee Castillo Valerio. The member of the week is Edith Zarate. The section of the week is the Mellophones. Congratulations to these talented Lions for being locked on excellence. Tonight, the band is proud to present their 2024 competition show, Coins for the River Styx. Soloists are Nicholas Hinojosa, saxophone, Ramiro Hernandez, flute, Benjamin Gonzalez, clarinet, and Eric Jacob, flugelhorn. As a special homecoming celebration and in honor of the start of their competitive season, the band appears in their custom-designed contest uniform, depicting this year's theme. Drum majors are Kaylin Gannon, Jackson Owen, and Melanie Suarez. Lockhart ISD is proud to present the Lockhart High School Roaring Lion Band and Color Guard. p.m. The band and color guard would like to thank LISD Fine Arts Director James Crowley, Superintendent Mark Estrada, Deputy Superintendent Dr. Stephanie Camarillo, LHS Principal Cynthia Vasquez, and the RLB and CG boosters for their endless support. The boosters would like to thank the following sponsors. At the section leader level, First Lockhart National Bank, Greater Cornwall County Hispanic Chamber of Commerce, and G&E Auto Repair. At the musician level, Lockhart Ford Motor Company, Adrian Gutierrez Photography, and Kreitz Market. At the patron level, Whitewater Express Car Wash, Mr. Taco, Sage Capital Bank, Lockhart Church of Christ, McCoy's Building Supply, Boyd Cattle Company, Straight Automotive, and Boyd Maxwell Insurance. Please give one more round of applause for the Lockhart High School Roaring Lion Band, our state finalist LHS Color Guard, and award-winning LHS Lionettes.
And we are back for the Kreitz Market halftime show as the Lockhart Lion Roaring Band just performed. And the Lockhart Lions are up 27-0. Go through some district scores around District 12, 5A Division 1. At halftime, it is Pflugerville Weiss Wolves 42, Hendrickson Hawks 13. College Station A&M 21, Austin Anderson Trojans 21 at halftime.
Trojans hanging tough.
Yeah, they sure are. And at halftime, it is Kyle Lehman Lobo 0, College Station Cougars 52. And here at Lions Stadium, it is Lockhart Lions 27, Bastrop Cedar Creek Eagles 0. It is homecoming 2024 for the Lockhart Lions. And TD, how impressed were you with this Lockhart Lions offense and defense in the first half?
Well, I mean, we're up 27-0 considering the turnovers that we, gave away. I mean, this game could easily be 42-0.
Exactly.
So, I think like Mr. Estrada said, a little bit of execution to clean up in the second half, but overall, Lockhart Lions are playing a great game of football, and like I said, they're doing their talking on the field.
And it's going to take some more execution to finish off this game as we are about to head into the Adam & Sons AC Heating third quarter.
I think the big thing now is you try to maintain the shutout.
Yes.
It's nice to score more points, but defense, I mean, we're talking about the offense because they're the one who scored points, but my gosh, the Lockhart defense, it seems like every time Cedar Creek gets the ball, defense is only out there for a couple plays. I mean, those guys have hardly played tonight. Borderline lazy they've been on the field so little. They're just hanging out on the bench while offense controls the pace of the game. I may check in with Mr. Moody of the Lockhart Post-Register here in a little while and see what he has for time of possession, but I can guarantee that Lockhart rocked the time of possession in that first half as it was all offense on the field and the defense, they came out, do their thing for 3 plays, and go back to sipping the Gatorade.
Yeah, David Chavez will get this thing started, and he'll kick it up and kicks it out towards My Time Gonzalez. He'll bring it across the field, takes it right up the middle, breaks through a couple of arm tackles, and finally going to be brought down across the 45-yard line. Where it'll be first down and 10 for the Lockhart Lions. Actually, it's going to be across the 40 at the 43.
That's a 23-yard return for My Time. Not a bad return at all. Looked like for a second he might break loose up the middle, and they were able to corral him. So we saw in the first half the running game was working well for Lockhart with a little bit of pass sprinkled in here and there. But really one of the things that was my takeaway that I noticed was how many dangerous passes we had where the other team was able to get their hands on the ball. Lockhart was unable to get the ball to Wes Abel in the first half, though they definitely tried. I'd like to see him not abandon it, come back to it in the second half, and hopefully Mavis will maintain and get time to throw the ball and be able to start to find his receivers. As, look, you can see they're committing 9, 10 people in the box to the run here.
And they'll toss it to Gonzalez, and he'll bring it around the near side. Follows his blockers, gets it across midfield out to the 49-yard line in Eagle territory.
Now, that's about as tough as it gets when you commit, 10 guys in the box to the run and they still pick up 8 yards on you. That's tough for a defense to deal with.
Yeah, second down and 2 coming up. And, of course, Cedar Creek Eagles playing, like you said, with 9-10 in the box, almost as if we're running a slot T formation again.
Yeah. And you can see here Lockhart comes out with 3 receivers this time, trying to spread them out a little bit, get a numbers advantage.
And Gonzalez with the carry. Goes right up the middle.
And more of the same medicine.
Yeah, forward progress will get him out to the 45-yard line, and another first down for the Lockhart Lions.
Yes.
Good job with number 78 on that blocking there, TD. Under you saw him.
Yeah, he kept pushing.
Got a pancake and
Joe Johnson, last week he was our Kreitz Market Offensive Player of the game.
He was serving up them flapjacks left and right.
I'm going to call him IHOP.
That's right.
Serving pancakes 24/7.
And luckily for us, he's coming back next year.
Kind of a split wing formation here.
Yeah, they'll fake the handoff to Gonzalez. It'll
Go,
be Mavis
go.
coming around the near side. Pregame on the run out to the 20. The 10, a foot race to the corner, and Mavis will win that race.
And for the second time tonight, all of the defensive eyes are on Gonzalez, and look at him. He's out there at midfield knowing exactly what they did. He gives a little celebration of his own. All eyes are on Gonzalez trying to stop this Lockhart run, and that is opening up the outside lanes for Mavis to keep it himself, and he gets it done for the second time as we see on the replay. Good play fake. Everyone goes with Gonzalez, and Mavis is just able to take a Sunday stroll into the end zone as he shows off the wheels.
And
Coach,
you know what side 78 plays on the left side?
Yeah.
The
Coach,
strong
you check
side.
check the temperature in here at halftime. It is 26 degrees.
Yeah, snap his back, hold us down, the kick is up, and it's good. A great job by Gage Deutsch. That was a missile that was sent right back to him, and Gage Deutsch bobbled it a little bit, but able to get it down, and Evan Estrada, the sure-footed field goal kicker, puts it through the uprights.
And we did see a snap go over Deutsch's head earlier, and we talked about cleaning up and a little better execution. That's a start right there.
And with that extra point, the kick is good.
Boy, the points are coming just too easy for Lockhart at this point. And Cedar Creek just doesn't have a dog in this race at this point.
Well, we'll take a quick timeout, and we'll be right back.
Adam & Sons AC and Heating is a locally owned business. President, CEO, and U.S. Navy veteran Adam Renteria has been certified in HVAC since 2010. Adam is also certified as a home performance specialist through BPI. Adam & Sons offers professional work, excellent quality service with affordable prices. Whether it's commercial or residential, Adam & Sons is the one to call. Contact Adam & Sons AC and Heating at 512-844-2695 or email adamrenteria64air@yahoo.com. Mention you heard this ad on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast and get 10% off your service call.
And we are back after the touchdown run by Caden Mavis. Extra point is good. Lockhart Lions lead 34-0.
Special teams have been special for Lions so far tonight.
And a fair catch is going to be made at the 25-yard line.
And that does not surprise me at all that they go to the fair catch after the result of some of the returns we've seen.
That's Eduardo Macedo with the fair catch, and the Lockhart Lions defense will be coming out as where they haven't had much playing time.
And we saw some big defensive plays in the first half, including a big forced fumble by Caden Roland Bright that was hopped on and covered up by big Julian Benavidez on the hustle recovery. That gave the ball to the Lions, which they then quickly capitalized with 6 points off of. The defense will look to pick up right where they left off in the first half, and that was in the backfield of Cedar Creek.
And Dubé will get the snap, hands it off to Scott.
Ooh.
And Scott's going to be met by Caden Roland Bright, as well as Santiago Guerra.
And then the rest of the left side of the defense joins in. And number 35 in the game for Lockhart,
Parker Connor had the big 2-point conversion.
That was a touchdown. He had a touchdown. Right?
35.
Yeah, that was a touchdown that he caught, yeah.
That's right, touchdown. I'm over here taking a TD away from the young man.
Yeah, don't you take 5 points away from that boy.
And a quick throw towards the far sideline.
Ooh.
That's going to be a first down and
first
more.
Down, still going.
And that's what we've seen. The only time Cedar Creek has had success tonight has been in the quick passing game where they get the ball out of the quarterback's hands quickly and out on the perimeter. And up to that play, Lockhart has been very sure-footed on tackles.
And there is a couple of penalty flags on the far sideline.
He threw that one about as high as he could. Never forget that NFL player that was hit in the eye with the flag and career ended because of it. That was
Darian Jones on the reception. Personal foul on the Lions.
Decline.
It's declined, and it'll be a
There's
first
two
down.
personal fouls. So they'll mark it off at the end of the run, and that'll put the ball in the Lion territory. I believe this is probably the first time the Eagles have been in Lion territory all night long.
That's right. The Lions have won the field position battle. I'm guessing that was probably a late hit out of bounds on the other side. A little far from here to tell.
So it'll be 1st and 10 in Lion territory at the 40-yard line for Dubé and the Eagles as the quarterback drops back. Throws the ball deep down the far sideline, wide open, and a big hit at the end.
Bob Estrada said if you're going to catch it, you're going to pay for it. But they do catch it and get another big first down. And just like that, for the first time tonight, Cedar Creek threatening into the red zone for the first time.
A big breakdown in coverage as the receiver was wide open.
And they'll have the ball just outside the 10-yard line.
Trips on top. One receiver this side.
Yeah, it looked like Estrada was out there covering two guys by himself.
A throw right over the middle, just over the wide open receiver.
Yeah, he was definitely running wide open across the back of the end zone. Kind of got lost in the shuffle coming across the middle. But yeah, that previous play is the second time we've seen tonight where the back end of the Lockhart defense has had some sort of miscommunication where a receiver was left all by himself. Luckily, Estrada was able to close ground and make that tackle and save a touchdown.
So 2nd down and 10 for the Eagles. Dubé all by himself in the backfield, drops back, looks over to his right, got the receiver.
Wow.
In and out of his hands of the intended receiver, number 2, Eduardo Macedo.
Yeah, Macedo's going to want that one back because that should have been 6 points. Now, we're seeing Cedar Creek do something that Hendrickson, quite frankly, did to Lockhart last week, and that spread the Lions out. They came out, motioned into a wide receiver set last time, or on that last play, and we saw Hendrickson have really good success when they spread this Lockhart Lions defense out. As long as you're running at them, it's not working too well, but Cedar Creek finding some success out of the spread here.
Big third down here.
Yeah, Scott in the backfield, 3rd and 10 coming up. Dubé drops back, looks over the far side. That one's going to be
incomplete.
Tipped. Great defense by the Lockhart Lions.
4th down coming up.
And I believe they'll go for it as we don't see the kicker coming on. Got to think it would be number 4, who's been doing the kickoff duties for him, Dubé.
We take a look at that last play. That one's going to be deflected by Caden Roland Bright. So 4th and 10.
And Lockhart just needs to keep it in front of him and out of the end zone.
Yeah, Cedar Creek can't get a first down. They get the ball inside the 1. Dubé dropping back. Throws over the middle. That one's going to be intercepted. And plenty of room to run. Following one blocker, that's Aiden Scott. Penalty flag over here on the near sideline, and Scott's going to be dragged down from behind. But we do have a penalty back here on the 40-yard line here on the sideline. It's probably going to be sideline interference.
Well, he's calling it back over here.
While we wait for the penalty, we'll take a quick look at that replay.
Scott's a little bit upset he didn't get the award last week, sorry. So yeah.
He went 3 weeks in a row as our defensive player of the game. As you can see, Scott just jumps that route, and then he's off to the races. They're probably going to call that a block in the back right in front of him. That's tough because the guy's going down right in front of him. I mean, how do you not put your hands on the guy? That's really tough.
He was just trying to slightly lay him down on the ground.
Well, you know, there was a real similar call in the Texas game last weekend where, you know, the guy kind of dives in front of him, he falls on him, and they call a block in the back.
Yeah.
But good job by that defender to just try to get in the way. And they're going to move this one way back. Lockhart will take over the ball at the 32.5-yard line. And that's where Mabus, who's done the work with his feet tonight, along with my time, will take over with his offensive unit.
Yeah, Mabus with 2 touchdown runs on the night.
Just a reminder, we're down to just Gonzalez at running back.
And I'm thinking that Mabus, he's probably pretty close to or over 100 yards on the night with the 2 long runs that he's had.
When was the last time we had a quarterback that led in rushing yards in the game?
It hadn't been all that long, I tell you that.
Things that make you go,
How quickly they forget.
Yes.
And it'll be my time in there. He'll be offset to Mavis's right. Mavis will have 2 receivers to the bottom. And he'll have Deutsch one-on-one up top. Yet to find Deutsch tonight.
And Mavis with the clap of the hands. Almost had the defense jump off sides.
You know, I was surprised Cedar Creek didn't go with the hard count on their 4th down there to try to at least get 5 more yards, but they did not. Especially if they've watched film, as that's bit the lines a few times.
Yeah, play clock is down to 2. And they'll get the snap away. Inside handoff to Gonzalez. Breaks through an arm, tackles. Bounces it out to the outside. Stumbling. Still on his feet.
He's bumbling, and stumbling, rumbling.
Great balance there.
Oh, my
Excellent run.
Running with purpose. Let's watch my time get this ball coming out of the backfield. You know, yards after contact. Bam, there's first contact right there. Then he's going to pick up another 10, 15, 20 yards, breaking 2 or 3 more tackles. And, of course, it is the sure tackling number 25 that finally brings him down, Joseph Redmond. Tell you what, I didn't have that young man highlighted on my roster sheet, but
you need to highlight it now.
I'm pulling it out. He has earned the highlight, and he's now in yellow on my roster.
He was just in on that stop as well. Also, a 2-yard run by Gonzalez.
Yeah, he's in on almost every stop for them. Definitely a shining star on their defense.
We've got 8:33 left to go here in the Adam & Sons AC and Heating 3rd quarter. Lockhart Lions with the lead, 34-0. Eagles were driving down the field, but an Aiden Scott interception turned everything around, and Lockhart Lions are back on the drive. 2nd down and 8. Fakes the handoff to Gonzalez, throws it down here, down the near side to Mr. McGee.
And great
George
coverage
McGee
there by number 22,
I saw a lot of grabbing there.
Yeah, there was a lot of hand fighting, but I kind of feel like it was kind of mutual. One of them trying to push away, the other one trying to hold on.
Player down for Cedar Creek.
All
it seems like he'll be all right.
It looks like a cramp.
809, yeah. So we'll go ahead and take a quick timeout, too, and we'll be right back with more Lockhart Lion football right here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast.
My name is Nathaniel Gonzalez, also known as My Time Gonzalez on the football field.
Same formation.
Same play.
Hand off to Gonzalez. He got room to run across his midfield to the 40, the 30, the 20, 10. End zone, touchdown, Gonzalez.
When I'm not on the football field, I run a small Christian brand with 2 of my friends, Sam Mancius and Gabby Longoria. This allows us to spread our Lord and Savior's message. We make shirts, shorts, sweaters, cut-off hoodies, car decals, and drawstrings backpack. My design is to have a unique verse of your choosing on the back of the shirt or hoodie. If you would like to support Stay Holy, scan the QR code and check out what we have. Or for more info, you can send us an email to stayholy21@gmail.com. If Jesus could do it all, we could try. God bless and go Lions.
And we are back from the injury timeout. Young man was able to get up and walk off the field. And it'll bring up 3rd down and 8 after the incompletion to George McGee. Gonzalez, the lone back in the backfield with Mavis. Mavis following his blockers. He'll go around the right side. He'll cut it up. And he'll pick up the big first down out to the 25-yard line.
I love to see Mavis get touchdown number 4. Right? This would be his 4th one.
Yeah, he's got 2 rushing, 1 passing so far.
Yeah. PA announcer Rob Ortiz, enough yards for a Lockhart Lion first down. No huddle for the Lions. We are at 7:47 left to go here in the Adam & Sons AC Heating 3rd quarter. Mavis.
And the pistol.
Oh,
right guard moved.
First mistake by the Lockhart Lions front line.
And the only reason I'm going to say his name because he is a homecoming queen, and that's Dylan Darby.
King.
Yeah, King. Homecoming King. There we go. I'm sorry. Got a chance to talk to his parents at the tailgate earlier today.
Awesome.
He comes out. Coach tells him, don't even worry about it, Homecoming King.
Excellent young man. He gave us a big thanks for having him on the broadcast with us during the sub-varsity game of the week a couple of weeks ago as we interviewed Darby.
I think he should have taped that crown to his helmet for the game.
Yeah.
He's probably going to sleep with it on.
Yeah.
First and 15.
First and 15 coming up.
Oh,
little
fumble.
mishandle on the football, and the Cedar Creek Eagles will fall on top of that.
Oh.
And the fumble monster has bit Lockhart a few times tonight, as that's the second time they put the ball on the ground and lose one. That time it's on the exchange between Mavis and Gonzalez, and that's where Cedar Creek will take over once again. A lot more turnovers tonight than I expected to see, Coach.
Yes. I think Gonzalez saw that big hole there, and he got a little bit too anxious.
Yeah, the snap was a little bit high and to the right. And
that's always tough on a play that's zone,
especially
zone
going
to
back
the
to
left.
the left. Yeah.
Well, Lockhart defense has been stout. Cedar Creek had their best outing on offense in their last series of the game.
Yeah, before Aiden Scott ended it with an interception. Portillo hot on the tracks of the quarterback as he's able to get it out.
Good job of Portillo pulling up. You could just – I've been watching him and waiting for them to call him off the edge. He's been wanting it. And, man, you could just see, you could see that he wanted it, but smart play by him to pull up and not take that free shot on the quarterback that surely would have been a penalty.
Yeah, real quick, here's that play once again. And that ball is going to get away from Dubé, and he's going to fall on top of it.
And Portillo was there that time. Man, that's going to move them way back as it's going to be 3rd down and
18. Third and 18 with the ball at the 22-yard line.
That's tough for a team that struggled to produce on offense. I will say they've had several drop passes that were on target.
And Dubé will get the snap this time. Drops back, throws down the far left side, and that one almost picked off.
He was waiting for it. Everybody just had his hands out and was like, here it comes.
And the receiver turned into a defender.
Oh, Ibarra wanted that one. You could see it. And that'll be 4th down. They'll send the punting unit on. I'm excited every time they punt. I want to see my time get a chance at a good return. But so far the kicks have been lackluster out of Cedar Creek as they just haven't gone far enough down the field for Gonzalez to have a chance to catch one in the air.
And Lockhart has been close to blocking a couple of them tonight. They did get a block against Lehman. And they almost get one right here. And it's going to take a bounce, and Gonzalez just going to let it go, and it'll be down at the 47-yard line.
It makes you almost feel like with the kind of punts we've had, how close we've got, like pull the returner and just run the block, each time and see if you can get it. Because, either way, your result is pretty good. And Lockhart will take over. They'll have excellent field position once again, as Sarge said.
Yeah, it'll be 1st and 10 at their own 47 as we got 6:05 left to go here in the Adams Sons AC Heating 3rd quarter.
So I want to call something out for the fans at home. There's a lot of players that do a lot of things for different teams, but there's really only 2 guys that play both ways. But not just they play both ways, they're in there almost every single play, and that's Parker Connor and Malik Hill, the tight ends and defensive ends.
That quick throw to Gage Deutsch, and you're not going to catch Deutsch if he's in the open field. And into the end zone for a pitch and catch and run. Touchdown, Lockhart.
You talk about turning it on. Gage Deutsch looking like Xavier Worthy at the combine, running out of the building. He was accelerating the entire time. He never stopped accelerating. And I think we got our first candidate for the Good Old Boys Fish and Catches of the game as we see Deutsch turn on the afterburners. He's got to throw the parachute at the end of this one to slow down. What a great catch and run by Deutsch. And Coach and I have been calling for the slant, and they finally found him on it, and it pays off big.
Snap is back, hold is down, the kick is good, and Deutsch with the hold.
Great job.
And extra point is good. That'll make the score Lockhart Lions 41, Cedar Creek Eagles 0. As we take a look at that replay.
It wasn't even a slant. It was just a quick stop route. Gage turns it inside, beats the first receiver, and then nobody's going to catch him. They always clock these college players, how many miles per hour they ran. Well, Gage Deutsch was getting up there on that run.
Oh, he sure was.
Yeah, remember, guys, he's a baseball player.
He
I wonder how he would have done.
Bases.
Yeah, I wonder how he would have done in track.
Well, it's his senior year. He'll have a chance come spring if he wants it.
Yeah, so with 5:53 left to go here in the Adams & Sons AC Heating third quarter, Lockhart Lions 41, Eagles 0 as Evan Estrada was set to kick this one away.
So when I finished my kind of thought before Gage dropped my jaw to the desk, and that was calling out Malik Hill and Parker Connor. They're on the field pretty much the entire game. Both those guys are in tremendous shape.
Yeah, nice little return by the Cedar Creek Eagles, but only out to the 20-yard line.
Start calling him Parker Hunter, like Travis Hunter.
Peyton Jackson in on the stop.
Playing both ways all the time. And Connor, just a junior. He's got one more year left. As we see him and Hill are in the game at the defensive end spots now.
All right, so it'll be 1st and 10 for the Eagles at their own 21-yard line. Quick screen to the receiver out here on the near side.
Good tackle.
And Caden Roland Bright on the stop, as well as Parker Connor coming off of the defensive side.
Roland Bright stuck to him like Velcro. He was not coming off. And I want to do another shout out there on the field, and that's to Mr. Joseph Zarita, taking me back to my day playing with the long white socks. Not a lot of them doing it. He's got the long white socks, and so does Peyton Jackson, who's now in the game. I think it's his first time in the game. He's on the near side of the field at corner. Or no, he's been in earlier, but we hadn't called his name yet. See if he can make a play.
Quick snap.
Quick throw to the tight end. Bob Estrada with the initial hit. That was number 88, Stephen Myers with the reception.
Lockhart defense playing stingy football.
That'll make it 3rd down and 2 coming up, a short 2.
And one thing Lockhart has not done on defense tonight has really gotten a lot of pressure on the quarterback, but that's also because they're getting the ball out of his hands fast and not giving Lockhart a chance to pressure him. Free play.
Oh, they're going to throw a penalty flag. That one's going to be caught for a 1st down.
He must have jumped just short of the neutral zone.
And they'll have the ball 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Start the clock. Oh, player down.
Gets any colder in here, we're going to start hearing coach's teeth chattering. I'm cold.
Yeah, with that, we'll take a quick timeout, and we'll be right back with some more Lockhart Lion football right here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast. We are back after the injury timeout. A little high snap. Dubé's able to bring it down, throws it out here to the near side, and that's going to be incomplete as it goes right through the hands of the intended receiver, Darian Jones.
And Aiden Scott had his eyes on the back of the receiver. If he'd been watching the ball, he might have had another chance at an interception.
Yeah, Dylan White was right there almost picking up an interception himself as we see number 90, Miles Carter, coming into the game.
He came in fast, didn't he?
Yeah.
And so we got 2 big men in the game now.
So give me
Carter
some, Coach.
And Benavidez. I classify them both as big men.
Trips on top.
Yeah, 2nd down and 10. Dubé draws back, throws the ball deep. His arm was hit as he threw, and that was going to be intercepted by Peyton Jackson. He ain't going to be able to get away from the receiver, and he'll be knocked out of bounds. And a penalty flag will be coming in late.
Get away, get away, get away, get away.
And I love what the coaching staff is doing out there, too, making sure that they don't get involved too much into it. But great job by Peyton Jackson.
A great job by the coaches, to grab their players. And
yes.
So, and I guarantee I know exactly what he told me. He said, don't turn a positive into a negative. Let's be happy with the interception. And
take a look at the end of that play.
Yeah, just a little push at the end.
I'm sure Cedar Creek's getting frustrated.
Yeah, Bob Estrada had something to say about the push, and Coach did a good job.
Yes, big kudos. Big kudos to that.
Oh, Caden Roland Bright was dancing at the end of that one and gave me a chuckle.
But the Lockhart Lions defense turns the Eagles away on another interception. And after the 15-yard unsportsmanlike penalty marked off on the Eagles, the ball is going to be placed at the 37-yard line in Eagle territory, where the Lockhart Lions will have the ball, 1st and 10.
Let's say figure the chains out here.
Yeah. The other way, fellas. The other way.
We have to send Mr. Adam Renteria down there to show him how to do it. Right now they're calling it 2nd and 3. It should be first and 10 after the automatic first down.
Eventually they'll get it.
And even the people in the
stands. How do you have 2nd down after an interception?
Yeah.
They figured Lockhart's doing so good we can start them on
but you know what?
I
think Mavis will take 2nd and 3 from there.
right. You want to give it to us? We'll take it.
All right, 1st and 10 for the Lockhart Lions now.
Noah Jaime is into the game.
Getting his first action of the night. He'll keep it himself, coming around the near sideline to the 30. Nice block in front of him out to the 20. Brings it back upfield, and he's finally going to be brought down at the 13-yard line.
And as Caden Mavis came to the side to tag in Jaime says, hey, Caden, watch this.
Yeah,
I can do it, too.
Anything you can do, I can do better.
And talk about no drop-off. Same result.
Jaime's with the carry. Great block out there by number 6, Julian White.
Julian White has been an impact player in this game on special teams.
How often do you see a wide receiver getting a pancake added to his list? And why not? Jaime's with the carry. Let him finish it off. Around the left side, he's finally going to be knocked down at the 5.
That's just like the old when you're running practice and the coach just yells, run it again.
Like, same play, coach? Same play.
Yeah.
Let's call it from up here.
I was thinking Jamie Foxx on any given Sunday.
Yeah.
Same play.
Let the defense know.
It's good to see Mavis. He's done playing, but he's over in the sidelines helping call the plays, but giving the signals.
Staying active. 2nd down and 2. Long 2.
Lockhart can still pick up a first down.
Oh.
It was going to be a jet sweep to Abel. Finally able to pick it up, but he's going to be knocked down.
Well, you can just see by his body language, Abel wants it so bad. He wants the rock. Give me the ball. Let me do something with it. And then a rough exchange. That's tough.
Yeah, Lockhart Lions trying to open up the playbook a little bit. Luckily for the Lions, Abel was able to fall on top of it. The handoff wasn't all that clean. But that's something expected, Coach, as you got your backup quarterback coming in.
I mean, the quarterback's motion looked pretty good there. Good hard count, maybe a free play.
And to the end zone, and that one's going to be intercepted in the end zone.
Make the tackle.
And they'll bring it out.
Ooh.
And Dylan Ovalle will make the stop.
As a lineman, you got to take a chance in your lineman and being able to get a tackle. And, you just don't have many chances to do that. And, I don't fault the quarterback for making the throw. I thought it was a free play, but we saw the same thing on the last series. You get in a blowout situation like this, those flags for little things like a short hop offsides come out less and less. I actually thought both times it should have been a free play, both when Lockhart did it and when Cedar Creek did it, but nevertheless.
1:47 left to go in the Adam & Sons AC Heating third quarter. High snap's going to go over the head of the quarterback.
Wow.
And that'll be tracked into the end zone, and that's going to be a safety in the end zone.
Lockhart defense doing it all today.
That's going to be Keelan Lyles.
And, Coach, that's going to be a lopsided statistic you don't usually see. You give the ball away 3 or 4 times, and then you still end up, winning 50 to not. It's an interesting stat. Kind of probably really speaks to where the Cedar Creek football team is. You give me the ball 4 times, I'm going to do something with it.
Yeah, here it is as Actually, that's going to be number 18, Jamarian Hawkins.
Hawkins.
A familiar name from last year.
He's a senior. And Paul is going to be one of our guests this coming week, Sarge. Start working on it.
Yeah, we'll talk to him. We'll ask him what his thoughts on that safety is. The Lockhart Lions go up 43-0. But more importantly, on a safety, the defense gives the ball right back to the offense because now Cedar Creek has to kick or punt the ball away from their own 20-yard line. And we'll go through a quick score update there throughout the District 12 5A Division 1. In the fourth quarter with 10 minutes left to go, it is Pflugerville Weiss Wolves 56, Hendrickson Hawks 13. The end of the third quarter, College Station A&M 34, Austin Anderson 21.
Wow.
And they still got it at halftime. College Station 52-0 over the Lehman Lobos. I'm pretty sure that's going to go up once they update the score.
And Anderson hung tough there for a while, but it sounds like Consolidated's starting to pull away with it.
And Dylan Dubé looks like he'll be kicking the ball away or punting the ball instead of kicking it from a tee. That's going to be a high kick. That'll be caught by My Time Gonzalez right around the 47-yard line. He'll go across the field. Got blocks in front of him by Aiden Scott. And all the way into the end zone for a Lockhart Lion touchdown.
And it was looked like one of the Cedar Creek players may have pulled the Lockhart player's helmet off and threw it on the back end. No flag on the play, but big shout out to the other Lockhart players that did a great job of containing their own player and making sure that went for a touchdown. Great return by My Time. You saw it right away. He was going to go all the way across the field. Again, big block by Aiden Scott, and then My Time just runs by everybody. I said earlier we've been waiting for a return on a kickoff, and now we've got it. Mr. My Time Gonzalez gives Lockhart the first touchdown on a kick return, I believe, since Ashton Dickens did it at Kerrville Tybee.
Yes.
And that's been 2 years ago now.
They sealed the deal for the Lions to get into the playoffs.
That was 3 years ago.
The snap is back, hold us down, the kick is up, and it is good.
And that one kind of rolled to Deutsch. Deutsch doing a good job handling these snaps tonight.
And Lockhart is up now 50-0. As we take a look at that last play, as you can see, the Cedar Creek defender did rip the helmet off of number 23.
He absolutely did, and he threw it down the field. I cannot believe they didn't put a flag out there for that. You can tell they're actually down there in the end zone, probably still talking about that. As Coach Mavis came all the way out to the L in the midfield and is going, where's my penalty?
Yes.
You know, his helmet's
one thing
Coach
Mavis is trying to emphasize, how do you want me to control my team when you don't call stuff like that?
Yeah.
Yeah. And not only that, great,
letting it happen.
Great job by the Lockhart Lions teammates that went out there and, of course,
stepped in. Yes.
I mean,
well, the young man had a right to be upset.
Yeah, he had a right to be upset, and I tell you what, cooler heads prevailed, and his teammates, you know, a penalty would have taken that touchdown away.
And we talked about it. We knew this was going to be fiery before the game even started, as there was shots fired all week back and forth on social media where, you know, I believe some of the Cedar Creek student body had a whole lot to say, and the Lockhart football team did a great job of kind of keeping their composure, not responding, and they've came out and done exactly what they intended to do, which is responded by talking with their play on the football field. And they are now up 50-0 with 1 minute and 28 seconds left to go here in the Adam & Sons Heating and Air third quarter.
And we'll have a couple of score updates here at the end of this kick as Evan Estrada. It'll be a low line drive. It'll be fielded at the 23-yard line. And finally going to be brought down at the 32.
That's number 33. He's actually the leading tackler on the team, Jonathan Caldron.
Yeah, flag coming in at the end of the play.
It's chippy. And it's probably not going to get any less chippy out there.
Holding face
mask against Lockhart. We'll see if it's the 5-yard category or the 15-yard category.
Well, score updates for District 12 5A Division 1. Weiss Wolves, 4:49 left to go in that one, 63-13 over the Hawks. College Station A&M pulling away from the Trojans, 56-21. And with 4 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter, it's College Station Cougars 66, Kyle Lehman Lobo 0.
So that was a 15-yard variety face mask.
And, of course, here at Lions Stadium, it is Lockhart Lions 50, Cedar Creek Eagles 0. With 1:21 left to go here in the Adam & Sons AC Heating third quarter. Plenty of football left to go.
And here comes that Lockhart defense again.
High snap. That'll be a handoff to the running back. Nice tough run by the running back.
Yeah, it was. He wasn't giving nothing
Anthony
up.
Scott.
Scott is their, I believe he's their leading rusher. But hadn't been able to get much going tonight when running the ball. As I said earlier, the best success Cedar Creek has had has been throwing the ball out on the perimeter and the quick passing game.
And great job by the Lockhart Lions defensively, spreading that play sideline to sideline. We're underneath 45 seconds left to go here in the Adam & Sons AC Heating third quarter as Scott sets himself to the right side of Dubé. And that's going to be number 2. Somewhat in a wildcat formation.
Great
Eduardo
job playing
Macedo.
the edge by Cade Mares out there. The senior linebacker did a great job containing that edge and forcing that play back inside and causing a tackle for a loss.
That's going to bring up third down and 14.
That's going to be in the third quarter.
And Lockhart is up 50-0 as the clock ticks down to 0 here at the end of the Adam & Sons Heating third quarter, and we'll transition.
And we will take a quick timeout, and we'll be right back for your Old Pal Texas Tavern fourth and final quarter right here on the Lions Pride Sports Broadcast.
Old Pal Texas Tavern, located on the square in downtown Lockhart at 100 East Market Street. From a variety of appetizers, fried chicken, burgers, and salads, Old Pal is the right place for your hunger. We're open 7 days a week, Sunday through Thursday, 11 a.m. to 10 p.m., and Fridays and Saturdays from 11 a.m. to 12 a.m. Our kitchen will be open late for Lockhart Lions Friday Night Lights home games. Old Pal Texas Tavern, cold drinks, fried chicken, and famous smash burgers are perfect for your after-game score. At Old Pals, we are proud supporters of the Lockhart Lions and the Lions Pride Sports Broadcast.
We are right back with the Old Pal Texas Tavern fourth and final quarters. 3rd and 15 coming up. As we got
As that ball was released, number 82, the receiver just kind of threw his hands out and go, is that supposed to be to me? As that ball, he was under pressure that time and he had to get rid of it as it was.
4th and 14 coming up. Coach, you made a great observation during the break. You know, what do you tell your team? It's getting chippy out there. What you're the Lockhart coach, what are you telling your team?
You tell them to just back away, walk away. Because the last thing you want to do is get ejected. And when you get ejected, guess what? Not only for this game, but the first half of the next game.
That was senior number 49, Joseph Ferris, I believe, providing some of the pressure there.
And this one's going to be punted away. End over end. Almost off of Aiden Scott.
Well, that's the way to do it, too. Tuck your arms in. You know, don't be flailing at all. Just get away from it.
Get away.
That one's finally going to be down at the 19-yard line where the Lockhart Lions going to take over. 1st and 10.
And we'll see number 10 once again. Noel Jaimes will have a chance with this offense.
And we are in a running clock as we are at 10:38 left to go here in the Old Pal Texas Tavern fourth and final quarter. And the running clock only means what, Coach?
Stops for injury and timeout.
Yes. As once you get to a certain time or a certain point spread or ahead in points, you turn to a running clock. Of course, it's got to be, agreed upon by both coaches. And I'm pretty sure both Coach Mavis and the coach for the Cedar Creek Eagles want to get out of here.
I'd like to see Lockhart put one more up on the board for good measure.
As Jaimes is in that quarterback. Gonzalez offset to his right, and Gonzalez will, Jaimes will keep it.
Oh, he's got a big hole.
Got plenty of room to run. Crosses midfield. The 40, the 30. No one's going to catch Jaimes. And into the end zone for a Lockhart Lions touchdown.
Ooh, all you did was add a 1 to the 0 on the jersey, and you get the same result as Lockhart quarterbacks tearing it up tonight with the big run game and wasted no time to do it. Said running clock, no problem. I only need 10 seconds. Give me the ball, coach.
And here's that replay right here at Jaimes.
You could drove an 18-wheeler through that hole.
81-yard touchdown run to pay dirt.
Ooh, he's got some wheels of his own, doesn't he?
He sure does.
Can we say Archie Manning?
That'll make the score 56-0 as we await the extra point try. Snap is back, the hold is down, the kick is blocked. And that'll be no good, but nonetheless, with 9:01 left to go here in the Adam & Sons AC Heating third quarter, Lockhart Lions 56, Cedar Creek Eagles 0 as we take a look at that run one more time by Jaimes.
I was running.
Yes.
Look at him go.
Somebody check his dad, make sure he's okay.
Hey, you know what? And I talked to his dad earlier in the down there at the stands before we came up here for pregame, and he talked to Jaimes and told him, hey, just wait your turn. They're going to call your number. When they call your number, you be ready. And, boy, was he ready.
Well, and I can guarantee you with the way this defense has played, Noel's going to have another chance, too, even though we're in a running clock. Which I thought the clock stopped for a change of possession as well, but I guess not. Just injury and timeout. That's it, huh? As we're already down to 8 minutes left to go in this one.
Yep, and the Old Pal Texas Tavern fourth and final quarter. I want to remind you they are open late on home games.
Go down there and get you some of that chicken. It is
yeah,
really
that
good.
smash burger. Oh, man, that smash burger is awesome.
You know, we're going to have to go eat there at least one time
Yeah,
for
I
the
tell
end of the
you, you know
season.
what? Let's make a deal after the Weiss game. Let's go out there and eat.
Let's do it.
Either Weiss or Anderson, whichever one.
Let's do it. I'll buy you and Coach some shots.
Shots of Dr. Pepper.
That's right. Milk. Have him bring some milk out.
Put that 2% out there. Just line them up. Leave the jug there.
I wouldn't mind eating over there before we go to one of our out-of-town games.
Little bit of change
After the tailgate,
oh, man.
Santiago Guerra came in. They added him on kickoff, pulled someone off, put him in, and he sure looks excited to get down the field.
And Estrada will set to kick this one away.
Booming kick.
Yeah, booming this time. That'll be fielded at the 7-yard line.
Good job.
And the Turf Monster will get a tackle on this one.
Looked like maybe they thought the ball was loose. Nope. No loose ball, but, man, they're going to be stuck way in their own end.
And Caden Roland Bright with the big tackle at the 15-yard line where the Eagles are going to have the ball first and 10.
Well, he's been active tonight. Probably thrown his name into the hat for something for sure. He had a big forced fumble on defense. He's had several big hits on special teams and put pressure on the quarterback on defense as well.
He sure has. And, of course, at the conclusion of the game, we will have your Kreitz Market postgame show. And we will have your Kreitz Market offensive players of the game and your Quantum Towing defensive players of the game. As a snap will go back to the quarterback and hand it off to number 14, Scott.
Not much there.
As Macedo is in at quarterback now for Dubé. That'll be a loss of 1 yard. That'll bring up 2nd and 11.
And 6 minutes to go in the Old Pal Texas Tavern fourth quarter. That's right, folks. I'm going to give it to you every 2 minutes because they're getting shortchanged tonight with this running clock.
And got Miles Carter coming up from the bottom of the pile with that stop.
Hill comes into the game at tight end for Lockhart.
Oh, defensive end.
We've
been in offense so much.
Well, and he's on both sides, too.
Like, what's Jaimes doing out there on defense? Macedo gets the snap, able to bring it down, hands it off to the running back. And he's going to be stopped in the backfield. That's going to be number 32, Cade Midas, coming up with the tackle.
And some of the seniors getting in the game, taking advantage of the chances they got. As we see Cade Midas with the tackle there. We saw Joseph Ferris with the pressure on the previous series.
We see number 77 playing nose tackle. That's the K-man, Braden Martinez, getting in on the action.
There's a lot of beef up front.
It sure is, a lot of good beef. Lockhart Lion beef, that is. And Martinez is a big guy, but he is quick off the ball.
Deceptively fast for a big man.
He sure is.
They're going to go with trips out wide. Looks like they're probably going to start to get into maybe Hail Mary mode here. Nope,
and Macedo, quarterback keeper, spread it out, run right up the middle. And Macedo will pick up the first down.
Well, great job there by Bob Estrada and Aiden Scott to make sure they made that tackle. I mean, he looked like he had some wiggle and some room.
Yeah, Jamarian Hawkins in on the tackle also. Looks like we're going to have an injury on the field. The clock will stop with 4:26 left to go here in the Old Pal Texas Tavern, fourth and final quarter. We'll take a quick timeout, and we'll be right back with some more Lockhart Lion football right here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast.
Old Pal Texas Tavern, located on the square in downtown Lockhart at 100 East Market Street. From a variety of appetizers, fried chicken, burgers, and salads, Old Pal is the right place for your hunger. We're open 7 days a week, Sunday through Thursday, 11 a.m. to 10 p.m., and Fridays and Saturdays from 11 a.m. to 12 a.m. Our kitchen will be open late for Lockhart Lions Friday Night Lights home games. Old Pal Texas Tavern, cold drinks, fried chicken, and famous smash burgers are perfect for your after-game score. At Old Pals, we are proud supporters of the Lockhart Lions and the Lions Pride Sports broadcast. Smoke Texas Barbecue. Put smiles on faces. Since 1900, Kreitz Market has been putting smiles on faces with every bite of Smoke Texas Barbecue. Located off of Highway 183 at 619 North Colorado Street in Lockhart, Texas, fifth-generation owner Keith Schmidt continues the tradition of providing the best barbecue in Texas with its award-winning varieties of beef, sausage, and pork meats. All Kreitz Barbecue is post oak smoked to perfection under Pitmaster Roy Perez's watchful eye in Kreitz Market's hallowed brick pits. Let Kreitz cater your party or event. Kreitz can assemble a complete barbecue dinner and sides for any event in Central Texas. To get a quote on catering, Kreitz Barbecue Catering Manager Weston Black can be reached at 512-398-2361. That's 512-398-2361. Kreitz Market opens 7 days a week, Monday through Saturday from 10:30 a.m. to 8 p.m. and on Sundays from 10:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. You can find out more about Kreitz Market on their Facebook page or go to kreitzmarket.com. That's www.kreitzmarket.com.
And we are back for your Kreitz Market postgame show here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast. The Lockhart Lions go to 2-1 in district play, as now they look forward to taking on the Hayes Hawks at Bob Shelton Stadium. But before we get to that, we got to conclude this one as the Lockhart Lions defeat the Bastrop Cedar Creek Eagles 56-0 to win here on homecoming 2024.
You smell that, Sarge?
Oh,
cooked bird.
Yeah, cooked bird. Once again, I want to thank everybody who tuned in and watched tonight's broadcast here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast. And, wow, what a night. What a night. And we'll get right to the post-game honors. Your Kreitz Market Offensive Player of the Game is going to go to none other than number 0, Caden Mavis. And, Coach, your thought on Mavis?
Great job. He got the spark going, did a great job leading the offense, getting it going, and scored the first couple of touchdowns, and did a great job get the offense going, and that's how the scoring started. Great job.
And for your Quantum Towing Defensive Players of the Game?
Yeah, your Quantum Towing Defensive Players of the Game. We're going to line them up, number 6 and number 7. Julian White, the senior defensive back out there at corner, made some great plays tonight. Also was a big contributor on special teams as well. And then Caden Roland Bright, the sophomore outside linebacker, just did a great job for the Lockhart Lions, forcing a big fumble earlier that was recovered by Benavidez, and really just being around the ball all night long. So your Quantum Towing Defensive Players of the Game are number 6, Julian White, and number 7, Caden Roland Bright. Congratulations to those two young men. They both did a great job tonight.
Coach, your thoughts offensively and defensively for the Lockhart Lions tonight?
Oh, great ball game. Great game plan. Great offense. Great job on defense. Tremendous hustle out of all the 11 guys on defense. Great, like the other night with the freshman game. Great team win.
All right, well, that's going to conclude today's game. We got Hayes Hawks next week. Coach, your thought on next week against Hayes?
It's going to be tough. It's a big game, big rival. The rival's back, and they want to beat us as much as we want to beat them. It's going to be a great ball game.
TD, your thoughts on next week's game?
Well, I think the theme for the student section should be rebel against the Hawks, just to remind them who they used to be.
I like that.
No, I mean, that's an old rivalry renewed. You know, it may be one of those that kind of maybe isn't far back thought, and maybe not all the younger folks know about it, but Hayes versus Lockhart, that used to be just as big as Bastrop versus Lockhart, and at times bigger, because there was times where Hayes had moved up to 5A. We were still 4A, and we would still play them in preseason at times. So I look forward to probably a slobber knocker, honestly, with Hayes. Really looking at kind of how both teams have done this year. I think they're pretty level with each other. So, you know, you could have a shootout next week. You never know.
Yes, sir. Exactly.
Exactly. So, well, that's going to close the book on tonight's broadcast as the Lockhart Lions defeat the Cedar Creek Eagles by a final of 56-0. As for myself, Emilio Sarge Juarez, the coach, Amado Galvez, TD Tom Dunn, and our QA guy, Kent Riddle of Kent Riddle Properties, want to say safe travels back home to all you Cedar Creek fans and Lockhart Lion fans. Let's enjoy this one. But we got a big one coming up next week, another homecoming game, as it's going to be homecoming for the Hawks at Bob Shelton Stadium.
Let's go spoil it.
Yes, let's go spoil that one. We're going to be going live from Bob Shelton Stadium, probably around 6:30 for our pregame show. Kickoff is going to be at 7:30. but you'll be able to get all that information on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast. But for us, that's going to do it for tonight. I want to thank everybody who tuned in and watched tonight's broadcast. And like I always say, you can take the line out of Lockhart, but you can never take the heart out of Lockhart. Go Lions.
Thank you for watching today's broadcast of Lockhart Lions Sports on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast. Today's broadcast was brought to you by Kent Riddle Properties, Kreitz Market and Quantum Towing. And remember, like the Sarge always says, you can take the lion out of Lockhart, but you can never take the heart out of Lockhart. Go Lions!